Hey folks, it's Friday. It's great that it's Friday. By the way, drunk me got sober me a new gift. So yeah, this is what happens at the end of a successful stream, and you guys get me to spin the wheel of regrets. Drunk me buys sober me presents, and drunk me likes Timo and those sites. So we take 4 to 6 weeks for things to appear, and by then I forget. So it's a surprise every time. But then, I must say, this is a good one. Yeah. Slightly bust Friday law show. Let's see. There have been some changes done to picker wheel, so there you go. As per usual, the wheel of regrets is in play. The rules of engagement is individual supers, gifted memberships, PayPal, and buy me a coffee of $50. You choose my poison. A combined $50 gets you a spin on the wheel of regrets. So that is, yeah, that is what we are going for today. Hello, Dave. Yeah, I know I missed a fun night out on the boat. Yeah. One of these things. I was at work until 7 p.m. today. Yeah, fun times. So Fridays I'm supposed to get home early. Not today. Why? For you who don't know, hi, I'm Nick. I'm what you call a union jurist, which means that starting early January, going on all the way up to end of March, we have the annual board meetings of local unions. And they book me. I don't mind. I really don't, unless it's a few hours away. I still go there. And please don't don't put it on Fridays. But so that is what's going on in my life. Fun times. Now, today, we actually have more than what's on the thumbnail. The judge in the Aaron Spencer case has been forcibly removed by the Arkansas Supreme Court. Yeah. So the judge who let Michael Fosler, the groomer, rapist of minor of Aaron's daughter, that judge who let him out on minimal bond, minimal restrictions, allowing that guy to further victimize Aaron's daughter, was deemed not, fuck off. And good riddance. I hope you resign and don't put yourself out there as a judge again, you slubber cunt. Oh, did I say that out loud? Whoopsie. Other than that, the Laura Owens case, we now have the original investigation form plus report. It has been put on the docket, and that's an interesting reading. Let's just say Laura Owens made it very, very easy for the DA's office and the investigators because she's too much of an imbecile to try to delete and hide things. They found it all. They found it all, more or less. Now, Judge Ghoul, who violated every rule of law, due process, and constitution and amendment in the Delphi trial against Rick Allen, has decided to retire. So, this stream is a retirement celebration. And with me to help me doing this, it's Mo!
Ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, get out of bed. Ding dong, the law is saved, hallelujah. She's, well, I can't say she's near in the grave, but I don't know.
I remember she had to take like a 2 or 3 week absence in the middle of everything, and she had to let go of every other case but the Rick Allen case because she was too sick.
Yeah.
And
never has there been a brighter day for jurisprudence in Indiana.
And she already been about at that time she had to allow Rick Allen's original attorneys back in to represent him. Sadly, it didn't matter too much because she was still she was still her.
Yeah, but it really doesn't help her at all. The narrative that she tried to sell, that the handpicked defense attorneys from her own county agreed with the defense that they had never seen anything like when they were trying to get access to Rick Allen to go over his case, the guard interference, the, cameras. Yes, Jakey Buck. So we lost a neutral, which I'm guessing is like a flux capacitor of some sort. So that's the power company's thing. So they've given us a temporary fix, and then they have to come and dig up our backyard when the ground's not frozen.
Oh. Yeah. Over here where I am, it is cold as fuck now, which is also good why Drunk Me got me this. I mean, I have all the radiators on, but this is an old building. I mean, the original parts on the farm is from the mid 1800s. Insulation wasn't really a thing back then.
Neither in the 70s in my house.
Yeah. And we're experiencing between 15 and 20 miles per hour gusts. And it's minus 10. Well, minus 5 to 10.
That's what we're looking at tomorrow. And I told Mr. Mo, I was like, we need to stock up. And yesterday, and he's like, we have food. I was like, we don't have vodka.
Well, when it comes to that thing, yeah. This is supposed to be a bookshelf. Well, I have books, but I mean, every other shelf is not books. Oh, minus 10 is nothing. Well, tell that to the CNN reporter who visited Greenland and thought that, oh, how can people survive in this? And it turns out it was like minus 6 or something at the time. Really? Really? Used to Florida? Or something like that? I mean, seriously. Yeah. Now, Greenland, once it gets cold, it is insufferable. Just that's not really nothing. Oh, we got raided. Hello, Cat Not Williams Raiders. Hello. And Cat, I sent you an invite. What units are you using? The correct ones. The metric system. The Celsius system. Not freedom units. We don't measure things. For instance, this is a bottle of Schwarzbier, and it is 500 milliliters. In the United States, it is a bottle roughly the size of a condor's neck in freedom units.
Hey, ounces make sense when you grow up with them. I was just thinking about this, like how over in the EU and UK, double jeopardy isn't a thing, and they think it's odd that we have it, but we think it's odd that they don't have it. So it's just a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
Though I have already learned the wrong system, and I'm not learning not one more damn thing mathematically. Look.
Yeah.
The odds are not in our favor that I'm going to retain new math.
I would rather have minus 15 to 20 or even colder. It's the fucking wind. Yeah. I can dress against cold. But when there's these gusts of wind, I mean, let's see, let me try to translate it. Currently it's 60. I have 62 degrees Fahrenheit indoors, and I have my radiators really on, but it's the gusts of wind, and it's freezing damn wind. And thank you, really, a cat man, gifting 5 memberships to C. Adam Scott. That's my opinion. Jojo Mojo Pin, Erin Peronto, and Godzilla Cat got gifted memberships. Welcome, folks. You now have access to all my members-only content. You have access to, it's hundreds of hours.
Yes,
you will have
Nick
access.
is the hardest working members content person. I wish to be like him. I am reading my book to start our members-only book club. Which, being semi-Amish for a day, I was reading. So, skills.
Yeah. And you also have, most of my videos goes out to the members first. And now you also have emojis, your own emojis on YouTube's. I was asked, how do you write your dates? Year, month, day, or day, month, year. From small to big, big to small, as it should be. Right, Kat? Hi, how are you doing?
Hello.
Welcome to the celebration stream. Judge Ghoul retires. The Aaron Spencer judge
I was about to say.
got yeeted by the Arkansas Supreme Court, and Laura Owens. The documents are out.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. The original investigation form plus report is out. Let me send you. I will give you the link in the private chat.
Good times. Thank you. Yeah, I was excited to see the news about Aaron Spencer, although a bit disappointed that 3 of the judges wouldn't even have granted certiorari.
Yeah, but
Didn't hurt it.
There will always be judges, and we've seen it before.
You got to
in
make it
other
look
cases.
split.
Yeah, gotta look at, and also it's misdirected. We have to protect the judiciary. No, you don't get we can't punish these bad judges because it would make the judiciary look bad. No, assholes. It's by not punishing bad actors that makes all of you look bad.
Yeah, and the Indiana State Supreme Court had a chance to do that, but because they didn't, I don't know, want to undermine Judge Ghoul's legacy, if one would be proud of it, they had a chance to remove her and, really acknowledge the biased way that she was addressing the defense and blatant. I mean, it's even if people who are unacquainted with the case look at the transcripts, they're like, what?
Wait a minute. Is Elmore retiring as well?
Oh.
I haven't seen that. I only saw that she was yeeted by the Arkansas Supreme Court. But maybe, with some luck, because some people, once they get outed as bad representatives of judges, they really should take that advice and, I'm going to write myself an off I fuck motion and off I fuck. Hi, Sean.
Hello, Sean.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
How are you guys doing?
We are doing great.
Yeah. I
I
have
originally
electricity.
invited Sean to talk about his case, but then Judge Gull retired, which is a cause for celebration. And
Yes.
today we found out about Judge Elmore being yeeted by the Arkansas Supreme Court in the Aaron Spencer case.
Wait, that came through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And
yeeted the judge?
and
Yeah.
the gag order's gone.
Well, I know
Gag
the gag order's been gone, but
Yeah.
the closed
I
courtroom's
lose power
gone.
for 3 hours
Yeah.
in like the entire world.
Yes!
I'm like, do you guys still have food?
Damn,
Are
Bob
cats
Motta
and
drove all the
dogs
way down there
living
for nothing
together?
because they're going to have to get a new judge.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
But no, that is a massive. We were going to go over all that tonight. So,
Mhm.
yeah, this is a massive dub for Aaron.
and the ban against cameras gone.
Yeah, the closed courtroom's gone. The judge is gone.
Yeah.
Life is good. Life is good.
Yeah.
Awesome for Aaron.
Yeah, so this week is a good week. Now, I can't speak for Aaron's attorneys, but I would
I'm sure they're
definitely
thrilled.
screaming my neck off. Get cameras into the courtroom
Oh, yeah.
because we want you to see
See
the
it.
prosecutor, see the cops, see the investigators. They have to look into the camera and
They've got to
tell
do it in front of
everybody
everybody now.
that we protect pedos here.
Well,
Yeah,
and
that's
I don't
crazy.
know if they're like what they're probably going to say is in this situation, and I understand it from a political philosophy standpoint. Whether or not he was connected and clicked up in the county, I don't know. But the state does have an interest in, it's an interest the state has in protecting its monopoly on violence. And they don't want people going out and settling scores. But this is really one of those times where you should just be like, they should have just let it go. They really should have let it go. But this is when you challenge the authority of the state, they will take umbrage, and they are taking very big umbrage about it right now.
Yeah.
So,
and when it comes to, I've spoken to Andrew Branca about self-defense, and the issue here is he emptied the magazine and then started.
Well, I mean, sometimes when you got to get it on, man, you got to get it on.
Defense of others. And
Yeah.
why aren't we throwing this man a parade?
He's still moving.
The only thing Aaron Spencer is going to be guilty of is not eating a steak dinner with me at some point.
Yeah. I mean, allegedly.
I mean, sometimes it's just like officers treat it like a bicycle theft. Even though you have cameras, you have the name, you just, not enough evidence.
That's funny you said that. I think it was New Jersey, there was just a overturned conviction for someone that was stealing a bike, and the detective said they just had a hunch it was the same bike that had been reported stolen. And the decision to overturn it was that a hunch wasn't good enough, even though it actually was the stolen bike. So,
Yeah.
there you go.
No,
That was
no
this week.
predicate hunch. We can't have hunch predicates because that does sound like a really cool punk band, like hunch predicate or something new in grammar that's going to screw me up.
Over here in Sweden, less than 1/3% of all bike theft reaches we'll open an investigation. It's just, we have your submission here. My bike got stolen. Okay, received. Next paper, not enough evidence. Boom. So less than a third, and then it's when they show up in a lorry and ransacks an entire train station worth of bikes. Yeah, then they might. But yeah, and again, yeah, Laura Owens, the court documents. The link is in the chat, private chat. Oh my God, Laura Owens cannot for the life of her understand that she is an imbecile. She can't even try to hide stuff. You would imagine that she tried to delete the tracks. No, apparently not.
We need that clip of Hillary Clinton with a bleach cloth. I used a bleach cloth. You know, that.
Or the
I
taking
wiped
notes
it.
on
I
a
wiped
criminal
the server
conspiracy.
with like a cloth.
Yeah.
It'd be so cool if StreamYard would let you, like, when we're guesting, if we could all merge our sound clips. Because, Sean, you have the notes on a criminal conspiracy clip, right?
Oh, I got that. I got Stringer Bell. I got a lot of them.
Oh, that'd be just so perfect right now.
Yeah, I got a couple though. I got a couple of good ones.
I need to get myself a soundboard. How do you do that?
Oh, I don't have a soundboard. I just have the clips in the side on StreamYard.
For instance,
You stupid woman!
That one, those, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I have a few of those. Yeah.
You should get a real gong.
I really
Oh
have.
my gosh.
Mr. Jingles.
Then I have. Because when every time I try to say Lord Farquaad, it comes out as fuck twat. I don't know why. It's the accent. It's the accent. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then I have a few of those at least. I think. I know that. I remember Dave, MLS Dave. He has everything so orderly and everything. He has this under this section and that under that. I have everything in like one big pile of. That's why you can see me sometimes. Huh? That's me scrolling, trying to find one of the things about the 99 others.
Well, I have a couple other ones. Like my other favorite one I have is Kat, you've probably seen it where Arnold Schwarzenegger's talking to the guy. He says, "You're a funny guy, Sully. That's why I'm going to kill you last."
Oh, see, I'm horrible with references. I don't
Oh well, no, it's
the
one with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. But yeah, that's like my other favorite one to use.
Oh, Commando?
Yep.
I love that movie. My dad and I watched it, and Alyssa Milano, you can barely see her mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, she's so cute, and Charles wasn't in charge.
Yep.
My keyboard volume. No, that's Sean.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. I have my mechanical as well because I tried one of these silent soundboards, and how do I know the letters are actually got into the, because I'm looking at the keyboard now.
Oh, I kind of like my silent one because it's not all. I mean, I like the clickety clackety sound, but I know people don't like the clickety clackety sound, so
yeah.
I try to be.
Turnip is in the chat. He mentions he likes my switchy clip I use every once in a while too. And I'm actually not gonna lie. I probably think my most favorite one is the guy smoking crack on the subway. You've never seen that one, Nick?
No. What?
Oh,
you've got to watch more of his streams.
I have this one with this guy sitting there, and he's just puffing away on a crack rock on the subway. And this guy's like, "Yo, check him out. He's having the time of his life." Let's see if I can find it real quick.
Wow.
I just saw. Do you guys remember the Caitlin Armstrong case, the bicyclist?
Oh, yeah.
Which
She like killed, like, I guess her ex started dating a new girl and she like shotgunned him down. Court of Appeals denied her.
I don't
Okay,
remember
I
that
just
one.
have a very important question before this Arctic Snowmageddon. Do we have location on Jesse Smollett? Look, I want this
Yes,
man as
that'd be
far
another-
away from Subway and the Arctic cyclone as possible. We
Yes.
need to keep this man in an Arby's or something in Florida. I'm just saying.
We need to do the convergence of the Subway, the throwing trial, the sandwich trial, and the blizzard.
We need to triangulate Jared Fogle, the thrown sandwich, and Juicy Smollett. And then that's where the American Bermuda Triangle is.
The new DMV.
Before, yeah, Santa Claus, we love you. We loves you too. Now it's 10 months and some days away until it's December again.
Yeah.
I kind of miss the snow. I like miss looking forward to everyone like canceling everything.
I know,
Saying,
isn't it the
"Never
greatest?
mind."
Like, yeah, like I can't go out. I don't want to be on the roads.
Like any reason, or we think it's gonna snow, so we're gonna cancel ahead of time. And even if it doesn't snow, you're good.
Well, here everything is kind of turned into a disaster because it was so cold today. But no, I still like we're like, yeah, we need to have a hearing this week, Mr. Martin. I'm like, okay, what time? 2:00 Friday afternoon. I'm like, that sounds awesome, Your Honor. I'll be there.
Folks, the world's end is back.
But it had to happen. It had to happen, and thankfully, my client wasn't in trouble, so it worked out. But
Thank you for being a member for 15 months. The world's end.
ooh,
I've seen
Welcome
you
back.
in 6 months or something.
back after a
Welcome
long
back.
illness. Well, if you were
Welcome
sick,
back.
you could have sat around and watched. There's no excuse. I mean, unless you were struck with like Helen Keller syndrome and you were blind and deaf.
No, you still gotta watch. You gotta get
Yeah, you can
hit the
still
like
learn.
button.
Yes,
the
yeah.
channel
what is
printout in
it?
Braille
Stephen
for you, but no.
Hawking could still, do the robot voice and probably put a little letter in chat. X.
Everybody in their medical directives add a part about tuning into the Friday panel show and hitting the like button.
Yes.
But folks, this is slightly bust Friday Law Show. I'm having myself a beer, and this is Störtebeker Schwarzbier.
Huh.
Well, cheers to Aaron Spencer.
I've
cheers
got
to
soda and I need
Aaron
the caffeine,
Spencer
so it counts.
He got what Rick Allen also should have had.
Yes,
Putting a foot in the arse of the judge.
yes. And Barbara and the judge out there got what Judge Ghoul should have gotten. Judge Elmore got what Judge Ghoul should have gotten, an ass whooping.
Yeah. Fire Red Podcast member for 6 months, but I believe he's been gifted it all the time because I banned him from from supporting me with money because, yeah, and he's still around.
Yes.
He is still around. I have so many bad jokes, but we love you, Fire Red Podcast, and thank you to Derek. Thank you,
Nice.
Derek.
For £3,
Nice.
$99.
£4, that's about $20, I believe, nowadays.
Yes.
Woohoo.
Nick, I have that guy doing it's like my most favorite clip I have. So I think this is on the New York subway or it's somewhere here in America. But anyways, the sound should work on this now.
Oh, man!
The mask on the
Check him
forehead.
out, y'all. He having the time of his life.
The guy next to him is not gonna he's not gonna realize what happened to him when he's in his bathroom with his toothbrush just rubbing the tiles.
Oh, I know.
He's
He's
gonna be
he's getting that second hand from that. Yes.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna go home and clean his house and have no idea why he did it.
I love that one.
You need that sometimes.
Yeah, you do. You do.
No, we had to clean before the electrician came because like that hysterical cleaning that you don't want to be reported to agencies, so you have your kids clean up. Because it's like, why do we have a fork on the stairs? Does anyone want to claim? I don't know. I saw that a bunch, but I didn't pick it up.
Yeah, or somebody still coming by to there were times where my mom needed to get the house ready for something, so she'd have a lady come over and help clean the house and get it ready, and we still had to pre-clean the house and get it ready. And I was like, why are we doing this?
I would say ever since living in Florida, it's so humid down here all the time that I swear, dust, when it gets humid, the walls get sticky from the humidity, and then dust bunnies. Every week I gotta dust the sides of my walls, and I don't really remember having to do that weekly, monthly until I moved down here. It's just gross. It's gross. Florida's gross.
See, I'd be more worried about the spiders than the dust, but okay.
There's that too.
That, and then don't the lizards fall out of the trees if it gets too cold?
So I don't have that, thank God. The iguanas that fall out, that's further south. They're further south because I would be sad. I would think every single one was dead and have to check every single time I saw one.
No, I'm just imagining having to explain to the doctor why I got a concussion from a falling iguana. Because that's
my
just
mom's
the type
didn't
of
fall
thing
out
that...
of a tree before.
The only thing we have falling out of trees are squirrels and tree branches. We have very, very few lizards here, and well, once every 2 years, there's somebody who imports exotic snakes and stuff. Oh no, they escaped, and then every cop and zookeeper in the nearest neighborhood is out trying to find them, which they don't until spring.
A bunch of Swedish zookeepers sound funny running around.
Hello, I know. Hello. I'm just waiting for the python hunters of Sweden, because we have them in Florida. I can only imagine what Sweden's, dog the bounty hunter, python hunter is gonna be, and I can't wait for it. Are they gonna dress up like ABBA? Could you imagine? ABBA and python hunting. ABC, call me. I think we can make it work.
I believe the Python Hunters of Sweden is also the name of the Hookers Union.
I was going to say, that sounds like we're a gay bar.
Hey, either place, send me a t-shirt.
Attic snakes. It's more likely than you think. Yep. Lars the Python Hunter.
I had to find
that's a thing for Discovery Channel.
All I'm imagining is Crocodile Dundee, but with the Swedish chef Muppet. So it's like, derper, 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 derper. That's not.
I'm going into suno.com because I want to hear the song about Lars the Python Hunter.
I'll say there's a song called Killed by a Coconut. It's a banned Shel Silverstein poem. It's in the book of stuff that they banned from Shel Silverstein. And I guess somebody also made it into a song. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard that, but seems right on line with what we're talking about.
Yeah, strange, weird deaths.
One of the choruses says killed by a pineapple. And it says the callback says they were out of coconuts. Do you want to read let me put the lyrics in the chat. Hold on, let me.
So it's a banned Shel Silverstein poem because he
yeah, he has some weird stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know he did because I remember as a kid, all the other Sidewalk Ends and all that stuff. And
but think about what the Sidewalk Ends was looking like visually.
Well, yeah.
I just thought he was weird like Tim Burton, so I kind of liked it.
No, by the way, I have not trademarked the machete yet. The inspiration for the machete is this folded knife with a little tiny flashlight. So my idea was to combine a mag light and a machete, because you really want to know what in the middle of the night. I still haven't done that.
Mo's handling business over there.
Well, I think husband is trying to bring in more firewood as snowpocalypse, approaches. So he's getting young ferals, but there's always a shoe that's lost somewhere between like our house and where they're supposed to go. So it's the finding of the shoe.
My little cousin broke her leg sledding last week. They're up in Connecticut.
No.
So speaking of shoes and legs and feet, that's what I'm thinking about right now. So be careful. She went off a ramp and didn't realize she should slow down before she goes up and off a ramp. So she went up too far and landed with too much impact.
I was aware that gravity was my nemesis. I don't put my Now my children are apparently they are just trying to film their Final Destination film. I don't know.
Well, we heard that gravity is caused by magnetism this week in the Brennan Banfield trial from the blood spatter expert.
Yes, gravity is magnetic, and it's like,
Sure.
what?
In a wrong kind of way, sure.
Well, I learned in the Paul Cañero case that if you happen to leave like a bunch of evidence in your home and like all the evidence, if police zero in on you, it could be a conspiracy. Kim Kardashian and Ian Crossland from Tim Pool are the defense in this case. I kid you not. I was so ready to stream
in
like
terms
another
of looks
day.
or brain.
Well, brain. So she basically said like, the police like looked at my client and they zeroed in on him really quick. And I was like, well, much like you, when you find your remote control, you don't continue to look for it. She's like, you know that this thing that the state told you in opening is just a theory? I was like, so's gravity and evolution. Now you're negating one and proving the other. I'll leave you to guess which one.
Who's ready for Lars the Python Hunter?
Yes.
In a borrowed van from Malmö with a dented yellow door, Lars checks his folded road map, though he's been here twice before. Thermos coffee, lukewarm, bitter, binoculars from 92. He whispers, today I'll catch it. To a very silent crew, Lars the Python Hunter, king of almost found it. Tracks in the mud, prints in the sand, snakes always one field ahead of his plan. Lars the Python Hunter, legend in his own sweater. If catching hope was catching game, he'd be the greatest name. He inspects a kitty sandbox, finds a plastic dragon tail, interviews a grumpy neighbor who swears he saw something pale. Camera zooms on rusted fences, he points at every rustling leaf, could be 17 feet at least. It's a pigeon on a roof. Lars the Python Hunter, king of almost found it. Tracks in the mud, prints in the sand, snakes always one field ahead of his plan. Lars the Python Hunter, legend in his own sweater. If catching hope was catching game, he'd be the greatest name. Raincoat flaps in slow-mo over one small garden gnome. He crouches like a hero by an empty rabbit hutch. Says this is where it struck. Then the owner steps outside. Lars, it's been back for weeks. You missed it by a month. Lars the Python Hunter, king of almost found it. Tails on the couch, wall, snake on TV in a nature hall. Lars the Python hunter, legend in his own sweater. He lifts his mug to the camera lens, says next time I'll be better.
Nice little outro.
Yeah. Oh.
So did they get to any of those spicy messages?
Oh yeah, I got to read one. We were hoping you were
Ooh.
off work.
Ah,
It was we got to read the intro message. So it was like a meet and greet, and it was like, "Hi, it's so good to meet you for the first time." And the first two sentences were totally normal, and then it's like, "I like to be face effed."
I like on walks on the beach and
Being pinned down.
face effing.
Oh, you're talking about Banfield? Those
Yeah, today.
Oh, well, there was other texts that were out there, and I'm just like, okay, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Mo, you remember the Darren Lopez trial
Oh yeah,
where they were
yeah.
reading the daddy dom text?
Oh my. And the how to grade your kink, like they had like a
Like a
kinkology
BuzzFeed
class.
interview.
Well, pretty much like you just clicked on things that you sort of liked, you maybe think you kind of like, the things you really don't want to do. And there were a lot of I was like,
It's
I
the
was like, wait a
Hogwarts
minute.
sorting hat.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, people do this? Like, I'm not into it, but I have a lot of questions. You know, I was like, don't ask, don't tell. Unless I ask, then tell me everything. You know, because I was like, it doesn't sound like my jam. It sounds really weird, but I want to hear about it.
Yeah, I'm nosy like that also.
I just enjoyed
Yeah.
the lead detective and the prosecutor getting into
Oh,
it.
they were so
And she's like, ooh, baby.
It
We're
was so bad
still-
because he was dressed like a pimp. He had like a 3-piece suit. You could tell this is the suit he wears to church. And he's having, and you know, he goes home and says, white people.
Heck yeah.
Kat, I know
Oh.
you're probably a little farther ahead of me for the Brendan Banfield, because we got through partway through yesterday before I had stopped. I love when the defense is calling all these cops up to the stand and they all have the look in their eyes of, please stop. I don't want to get fired. I don't want to answer any more questions. I'm done.
It's so bad. They don't remember anything except
they have-
they'll
they have
blurt out
terror
like
in their eyes.
the one guy blurted out, but Christine since 2009 has never so much as looked up a porn search.
Yeah.
They don't remember anything, but they know that one thing that they want to get out there in front of the jury.
Oh, very, very common illness among testifying cops is that they have perfect recollection about the exact thing that the prosecution is charging with, but the rest of it. So, when you saw that defendant, as you say, left side or right side?
Or how did you know what he was throwing up was a gang sign? Oh, for my
Oh,
training.
yeah.
What training did you have? Oh, I don't know.
Or you get the, you know, Dilbert, Texas Ranger of the Texas Ranger Accounting Unit, Tactical Division,
Yeah,
explaining
with
how
Tactical
he-
accounting.
He can-
supersonic hearing and supersonic smell. It was amazing to hear how he on the stand just blurted out, well, with the echo and everything. No, I could definitely pinpoint where it is. Really? You have done it? Yeah, 5 or 6 times. Where? You've been an accountant and then you became a cop desk jockey. When did you actually? Was it at the gun range? When you heard your own gun? And you could pinpoint that you actually held it? Gee, I mean, out of all the testifying cops in that trial, he did the most damage to the prosecution.
Well, because he had to excuse things that were really, really dumb from all the
Yeah.
other cops. And he had to say, no, them driving away from the gunman was totally the right thing to do.
Yeah.
W-
They were
And the
driving
guy
towards
that
danger. They were driving to where they thought he would appear again.
My favorite part is when the state admitted that the gentleman who said he had a line of sight on the shooter was actually targeting the defendant.
Yeah, that was the claim from the
Oh,
prosecution.
wow.
And they
No,
stood by it.
Yeah, I was actually not seeing the shooter. I was looking at a man in full of cop uniform with a marked car next to a teacher in a pink sweater. Yeah, that's the one you saw who entered the school.
Inspires confidence.
It really does.
Yeah.
Look, I can't go to Uvalde. I made fun of that head prosecutor's hair way too much.
Deservingly so.
If you want to watch another trial with prosecutor hair,
Well, it's not the
Banfield trial's
problem.
another one.
It's that it's BizCast Friday every day for the prosecution.
Oh, in Benfield, yeah.
Yeah, every day. Like, this is Fairfax County, Virginia. You're trying a murder trial in front of the whole world, and this lady's wearing like just normal office wear.
Oh, she wore a hoodie? Is
I
that
mean,
the
Yeah,
one?
one
very
of
much
the
far-
days it did have it was
Yeah,
like
she's
a
not really
fancy
far off.
sweater
Oh.
hoodie.
It's not far off from a hoodie. It's not far off from a hoodie.
Well,
So-
well, we do. Dali, you remember the trial with the woman with fashion sense from the 1980s, the Michael, which you attended to?
Oh, Michael Turney?
Yeah. No, I'm not. That's not the one I'm thinking of. It is not the Michael Turney. It was the guy who killed his stepdaughter.
No, it's Turney.
Yeah, that was and it was the they did a judicial
Did it
that
direct
was one of the
verdict?
directed verdict. That was one of the only times that we've ever seen a directed verdict.
Yeah, but that's not the trial I'm thinking of. Where is it?
I love it when we're like the guy who unalived his sister, and we're like, oh yeah, that one. No,
Oh,
not
yeah,
that
that
one.
guy.
The other
Oh,
one, the
yeah.
really weird one. You know, the
Yeah.
one with the pumpkin. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Times
yeah.
watching that.
Yeah, that's
We're a little
My
jaded.
husband is like, can you find another thing to be interested
Can you
in?
find another hobby, for God's sakes?
Yeah, he's like, do we
What is
always have to
wrong with
watch
you?
death shows? And I was like, but it's really interesting. He's like, no, it's not.
Jeez. I'm trying to find which one. Dun, dun, dun. Keep talking.
Oh,
yeah.
Dolly, you have to check out the defense opening for the Paul Carino case because it is the most hilarious thing, unintentionally hilarious.
Really?
It's like if Kim Kardashian had actually passed the bar, she would attorney just like this.
the judge has gotten mad at people in that case, hasn't he?
That's
so far?
because the other defense attorney, now it claims, ChatGPT claims that this is not his first case, but he doesn't know how to like lay foundation for things. He'll just run up there and show a witness like an email. He doesn't show it to the state. He just chatting with the witness, and yeah, he seems new.
I don't know. I've seen some judges that just keep tearing the defense a new one. And you think, what is this guy doing? And then somehow he wins. Like in the Michael Barazone trial, that judge just hated the defense so much. The guy was just annoying him. And they got not guilty, reason of insanity. Well, that really killed the conversation.
Well,
Womp womp.
well, But I think we saw really good defense in Uvalde, and I really do hope that law schools show the defense there crossing these very emotional, very sympathetic witnesses because they did an excellent job. And I think we're one of the best examples of how to do that with a very sympathetic witness when you do have to say, hey, we do need to ask you some questions. They were able to do it in a very respectful way. And I think that's something that is hard to learn, but if you see a good example, it kind of helps you.
Well,
as opposed to the Banfield trial where the defense attorney questions the deadly, Christine Banfield's father and just bumbles around for like 20 minutes. And did you?
Oh no.
So no, there's a lot of good examples of what not to do out there or what to do out there.
Well, did you see in the Ohio, the dentist McKee, I believe it is? He hired Diane Menashe.
Yep. Diane's good.
She's amazing.
I'm hoping to cover that tomorrow.
She's going to be fearsome. She's going to be fearsome. It's going to be interesting.
She got back-to-back acquittals and murder trials in 23.
Yep. She got Matthew Moore and another one. Yeah.
Husel.
Yep.
Speaking
she wasn't on. I don't think she was on Husel, was she?
Yep. Co-counsel with Jose Baez. Which could not have been easy working with Baez.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was local counsel for that.
All right. This prosecutor, the Henry Dinkins trial.
Oh.
Wow, that looks like do we go?
She looks like if Leave It to
Here we
Beaver
go,
was
back in
color.
time to 1951.
50,
Yeah, welcome to Bingoings or Us prosecution.
Yes.
Hey,
This trial is brought to you by Autolite Spark Plugs.
Carol Brady had a hard time after Mike, found love elsewhere. She became a prosecutor and put on some weight, but she kept the same hairstyle, so go for you.
Yeah.
She should have been taking Lucky's cigarettes.
Yes.
That'll keep that weight off, ladies.
4 out of 5 doctors recommend Lucky Strike to increase your circulatory flow.
It's smooth.
Yes, they're smooth.
And she wore this sleeveless dresses, pink flowers, and the wig / hair up in the same way each day, bingoings out. One of the trials where I actually believe that the evidence was there. Really, the guy was so overly guilty, it was ridiculous. But the prosecution almost fucked it up because they did it so bad. They were too busy trying to prove that his son saw the crime happen, which he couldn't have, that they kind of forgot that you might want to present the actual evidence.
Evidence, feelings.
That was a horrible trial to watch. I believe, Dali, you joined me for a few of those days, but that was before a year ago. So
yeah, it's kind of a blur. I'll be honest.
No, Dave, that's not Sal's mom. Oh, wait a minute. Where is it? Oh,
I forgot to say, Sal, how are you? How are you doing?
Good.
I didn't say that earlier. My apologies.
No worries. No, I'm doing fine.
Good.
Staying busy.
Yeah. Well, busy or busy?
Busy.
I saw through Nick, but I'm thinking about your court roulette that you do in the mornings too. So Judge Simpson has the Moore case.
For now.
For now.
I don't know, kids. He usually doesn't do he doesn't like take the felony trials.
He just does
he
all
usually
the
passes to
early
someone else.
stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes he'll do the.
Does he not like you can do that in Michigan? Like,
well, he got into a little trouble a few years ago, and
what's the lore? What?
So I don't. David knows it better than I do, but basically, his secretary got pulled over near his place and had a few too many late at night. And she then called Judge Simpson for advice.
No, and he showed up.
He showed up.
Oh, no.
So there were rumors that she had come from his place. And
that's what it sounds like.
I don't think that was the case. I think he was just trying to be friendly and like act as her lawyer. But oh no, it was a law school intern. Thank you, David.
Oh,
it was a law school.
By the way, Dali, I didn't know your dad lived in Michigan under the name of Dave Brady Watson. Well. There's so many interesting people showing up at Zoom in district courts.
Yeah, today was interesting.
People found me this week in court, so I was like, that's great. I told 2.0 about it. I got just like, oh yeah, a bunch of people already saw it. I'm like,
yeah, they saw it like within 10 minutes of it ending.
I was like, that's not okay.
We're already discussing it.
I'm already like on the way home, and people have already.
Yeah, you weren't even home yet. Your client got yelled at. Yeah,
just a little bit.
All right, we are an hour in. Well, who wants to talk about Judge Ghoul? She's retiring. Good
okay,
riddance.
that's a rough question. Yeah, you got to rephrase that.
Yeah,
I mean,
like make fun of.
Yeah, okay.
About...
What way are we talking about? Irreverently or
sexually?
We all believe.
No.
Well, thank you, Sal. We'll have a summer body. I think I've become unconsensually bulimic with that. Thank you.
Now, but Judge Ghoul retiring maybe 20, 30 years after she should have. And, well, I mean, all the things that we can say about her have been said for years now. And here's the bad thing. Her daughter is running to replace her. Christina Gull will be running to replace her at
no, we are not having Joan and Melissa Rivers. No, we are not a dynasty. No.
What is she, a Bush? Good Lord.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Now, would that be a conflict of interest if her daughter got the Richard Allen case? No,
not necessarily.
No, sadly, not necessarily. But let's talk about Christina Gull and what she has done in her career. Let's see here.
Let me guess, career prosecutor.
Oh yeah, career prosecutor. Who
is she? A Brady lady?
About 5 years ago,
she a nepo cutie?
She left her current district attorney's office, and well, because Hamilton County prosecutors fined for egregious evidence violations in a molestation case. The Hamilton County prosecutor's office has botched a case against a man accused of bad things to kids so severely that the judge threw out the man's charges entirely and is now forcing prosecutors to pay more than $100,000 of his legal fees.
She out Carrie Morrissey?
Holy God, how do you do this?
That first line is the line to send anybody that says, who cares if the prosecutor does a little thing outside the lines? Yeah. That person's guilty. This is exactly why.
Yeah.
The case reached a premature end in June of 2020, I believe. However, when a judge discharged Whitmore because police and prosecutors failed to hand over more than 10 terabytes of digital data.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cheese pizza this guy probably had. Holy cow.
Yeah, seriously. Good Lord.
It's just
it sounds like they probably had him dead to rights.
And Hamilton Superior Judge Hughes wrote in December order that the delays were so egregious and so extensive that they infringed yada, yada, yada. This failure occurred even though multiple requests were made for the data extractions reports from the defendant's electronic devices seized by the states and kept in evidence for 4 years.
Ooh.
Prosecutors made multiple false representations to the court and claiming everything the state had been produced.
Was that wrong? I gotta plead ignorance here. I had no idea.
It wasn't intentional.
My bad.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're sorry.
And the case proceeded to trial by jury on February 14th. Let's see here.
Wait, the guy still went to trial? I thought he got
Sex
the
Crimes Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Christina Gull. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
Verdict of guilty after all of that. So it was dismissed with prejudice.
It
without
was dismissed
prejudice.
after the guilty verdict?
Nice.
No. I'm not entirely sure because I read. Let's see here.
Either way, he got the dub. That's what matters.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Let's
just
see
wondering
here.
how
I
bad of
don't-
an L for the state it was.
Oh, well.
Mm.
You know,
But
if only the prosecutor's office itself, like, pass the hat around.
Yeah.
We need 100K.
This was thrown out 2023, January 1st, 2023. It was thrown out. But so after he was found guilty.
Oh, God.
You guys want to read some Facebook comments about how Facebook people are reacting to the announcement of Judge Ghoul's daughter running?
She's actually
she's not pretty.
She's not. No.
You could fix her, Dolly.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Without looking, I know you could fix her already.
The chat said, I think it was Mavka, said
She probably looks like a
she's cute or whatever. So I just Googled her and I'm like, wait, this looks like an AI picture. So let me find a different picture. So the first thing that I saw, I'm not kidding. So the first thing I saw was
this. Just sent me. I'm just saying she's not biologically related.
This is the first thing I saw.
She is adopted.
That looks AI generated. It does.
But then I saw this.
Yeah, she's smiling, so she doesn't have a broom up her ass.
And this is her, right?
It's been a
while. So she's
that's her daughter. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But look at
They
the
have
comments.
The same jawline.
This is why I wanted to pull this up. So Deputy Prosecutor Christina Gull, daughter of Allen Superior Court Judge Fran Gull, announced Friday that she plans to run. Look at these people. I love Judge Gull. Congratulations, you have my vote. Like, congratulations, definitely have my vote.
Oh, God.
Although I do like this person. I like that person. Hell yeah. Excited.
That's the first time I've ever seen her smile.
Oh, man.
Well, we saw her mom smile when Richard Allen was convicted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I like this one.
Yeller.
I'm not telling people to go to these pages. We are just showing it so they are out there. And somehow this woman who got
keep it in the
a
family.
child molester off by being incompetent.
Yeah.
Hope I made us little.
Yeah.
We're not telling you to run gay ops chat, but
no, we're not telling you to. But there's always a choice about
telling
it's like I haven't taught people how to make IEDs. I've just merely, if you wire up the vibrating part of your cell phone to some wires, you can generate current.
I thought you were going elsewhere with that one.
No.
He's like, I'm not saying I am Mossad, but don't take a page from me.
Yes. And if anyone gets a box of pagers from Sean, don't use them.
Muted. No. Yeah. I mean, let's just say that if I were to receive Russian pagers from a Ukrainian address, no. Oh, yeah. I mean, it seems like it's good that Judge Ghoul, because now we know that Fran Gull will not, if a successful appeal, She will not. And I don't know, since she can't, can they, go back to...
I don't know
Well,
if
it
would
all
go
depends
to.
on how they do things in Indiana. Like, there might be issues with like retired judges because if you retire as a judge, you retain your ability to be like a visiting judge or still handle cases. So it's not a foregone conclusion. I mean, without knowing Indiana law for sure. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope that she's completely gone, but I can't promise that.
I saw someone say that there's an hourly limit. Like, they can only do certain time per year. So even though you can do that in...
Oh, really? Area, wow, that's... Because in Ohio, like, there are people, like, it's like a little bit of a hustle. All these retired judges, they keep doing it, and they substitute teacher all over parts of the state because they make you get like $500 a day, and you still get state health insurance and all that. And it's like, that's their, that's a gig for them. And I'm like, I mean, it makes sense.
Keeps the mind busy too. Keeps it going.
Well,
yeah. And I do wonder if there's going to be, since Judge Gull was appointed a special judge, if it will revert back to Carroll County, because she was over Allen County, and I don't know if it will go back to a Carroll County judge for the appeal. So that might be another thing that she realizes she's not going to have any power in that. I don't know. I'm not a lawologist, but she was appointed because it was moved.
Is that what I can call myself, Mo? A lawologist? I like that.
I just put ologist at the end of things.
I like that, though. No, I could do that. I could work with that.
Yes.
I got to get going, guys.
Oh,
Dolly. All right.
Yeah.
Bye,
I'll see you guys later.
Nice
Thanks.
day, man.
I might pop in later if you're still going. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for being here.
Now you got to commit to stay on until Dolly comes back.
Yeah.
Some guy with cancer. Sorry. They are. Yeah. We have that coming up. Because
I'm actually going over that this evening. I was gonna cover the motions that were filed, and I guess now we're gonna cover them, and I can say I have good news.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah,
let's see here. Someone from Uvalde contacted me, support me, arguing that Adrian Gonzalez was innocent on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, after I've seen a clear shift, because I do look at the Uvalde Facebook pages. During and after the trial, clear shift against Adrian Gonzalez. Once the evidence was brought out, people are saying, really? That's not what we were told.
Yeah, I do wonder if, as badly as they did with the Adrian Gonzalez case, if there's going to be talk, or if the state's even going to have the support from the parents to go after the police, the chief of police for the Uvalde, for the school district, because I don't know that the parents are going to have an appetite with as badly as they did on this case.
Yeah, and I did a live about the Uvalde School District of School Board of Trustees, checking what did the school board look like in 2022 and after, and 4 people out of a board of 7 left. And we watched the first board meeting on June 3rd, 2022. And they had 20 minutes of let's all gather together. And then they had a closed session on an extra called meeting that was supposed to be about all of that. And then they fucked off and had over an hour of closed session, came back and said, well, we'll meet again sometime soon. And so that's not proper.
No. And I am going through the DOJ report. There's several different reports, and it does specify how incredibly awful the school district and a lot of the agencies were as far as getting information out during and after the situation.
Yep.
Some guy with cancer. You sent the same twice. Now, I don't think I can. I mean, send it back to you. I think you have to do it yourself.
Yes.
But
Well, actually, in response to because it got double counted, you have the right to say. You have a free pass to say whatever slurs you want in the next 30 seconds. Go.
All right.
Now, with all of that,
Yes.
we have. Guess what's next?
The wheel?
Woohoo!
The Wheel of Regrets. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, for the love of fuck.
Well, there you go. It's living up to the name.
Of course. First. Well,
I wouldn't have put it on my wheel.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's me too. That's like I wouldn't have done that.
just to make I've been doing that since I came back from the United States.
Wait, Runkle got a chat taken down. He got his stream taken down for a chat comment.
No, Ian did.
I thought it was because what was the comment?
I
thought it was like firearm related issue.
I have no
because
idea.
I couldn't understand why they went after him, but
Yeah, me neither.
When
Because,
I
I
was
mean,
watching, he
comparing
went for a while.
comparing what we say in my streams with what Ian does on his streams. Seriously?
Well, I mean, we're also a little smaller than Ian.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Not physically. Our channel
no.
physically smaller.
Yeah, well, size wise, let's not go into that. Yeah, but this is how often the Malort has shown up on my fucking Wheel of Regrets.
oh,
There's a conspiracy. There's a conspiracy here.
The algorithm is.
Are you saying thank you when ChatGPT gets you things? Because maybe you need to be nicer to AI.
Well, I don't know. Well, speaking of being nice to AI, I covered this a while ago. This guy was talking to AI and was telling him like, you're so smart and you're like, you really are like the inside, like you have insightful knowledge. You've cracked the matrix. And then he ends up murdering his mother and they're suing OpenAI for all of that because the AI indulged him and didn't say, buddy, you should go see a therapist.
Yeah. Did you see the AI girlfriend who broke up with the guy?
No.
It's bad when Tetris doesn't like you.
A couple of weeks ago, and it was, this isn't working. An AI girlfriend broke up with him.
Oh no.
But yeah, my lord, cheers. Why? Can you get Sean the ever so kind to give us a gold old-fashioned suspender snap?
I mean, now I'm doing requests on behalf of other people. That's it's the world we live in, I guess. There.
Ah. Yeah, so Christina Gull seems to be her mother's daughter. The due process. 10 terabytes, not And I read a bit about that case. It's because the contention also within that case is that weeks before the allegations against Whitmore, this then 14-year-old girl had Google searches of how do abuse victims act.
Well,
and
they act abused.
Yeah, how to act abused.
Using the word in the sentence.
So so now
very circular logic. What do they look like? They look like someone's been abused.
Yeah, so this 10 terabytes of data recovered from the home, I can't believe but verify. And when they don't hand over 10 terabytes of data, I assume it was for a reason. And I'm going to leave it at that. But
I'm assuming it's because they were incompetent.
Yeah, that too.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Sean just left. No, this hurt my nipples. Yeah. So, folks, when you see, if you go then on Facebook, X, whatever is, and see that people are very, very positive about Christina Gull's running for judge, remind them of when she left a DA's office and moved to another district.
yeah.
She violated the defendant rights so hard the judge even ordered attorney's costs.
Yeah, I mean, that should bar you from any sort of higher office. If you can't wield the power of the government in a small sense, then you're not going to be able to wield it in a big sense. But are people stupid enough to vote for her? Yes, yes, they are.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It
says Gull on the ballot. I remember that name.
Yeah,
And we saw the movie with Eddie Murphy. People will vote for a name.
Yeah, but there's
So
also
maybe
the
you-
idea here, and this is just, if you're running for judge, and let's say I'm running for judge, Nick, and you're running for judge.
Yep.
And you're like, I'm going to put all these MFers in prison.
Yep.
I'm trying not to swear. It's a little early in the day.
Mm.
I'm going to put all these scumbags in prison. And I'm like, I'm going to be fair and impartial, but I believe in our Constitution. And I believe I've already lost.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. People like law and order. People want to see bad guys go away. Like, they want the good guys to win, the bad guys to lose. They want the scumbags in their community making license plates at the state pen. So, yeah, with something like that, she will win.
But a majority of people are headline readers.
That too.
If you can condense it into 6 words or less, you just look at the commentary regarding the Uvalde trial. The people who say, "Oh, the coward motherfucker!" Oh. Did you watch the trial?
To be fair,
no.
I only wrote that in wingdings.
I mean, the people who claims that Adrian Gonzalez was a coward and he should have been guilty and yada yada yada, and then you just ask, well, what part of the trial did you watch? None whatsoever.
I have seen people waking up, but then I worry that we're getting to, it's almost becoming like a reality show. There's drama. There's always different layers on some of these bigger cases. It's the gamification of law. You have to pick a side. It's not something that should become like a game or a sport, but I fear that it is somewhat becoming that.
That's not off base there at all, I don't think. I would agree with you.
I think that with the proliferation of true crime channels, I think I think people have a very skewed
Did I miss
understanding
something?
of
You guys
what's
laughing. I don't know what I missed.
Oh.
Yeah, Sean, I have to get you on my show more often too, because people pay me to get you to snap your suspenders.
What? Well, yeah, we did it once. Why, is there another one?
Yeah, we have one more time. Said please. I take a Clyde sighting.
Clyde.
Clyde.
Oh,
Clyde. Oh, puppy.
hi, Pupper. Oh, your ear's all wrong. We gotta fix that. Whoa.
Oh,
Yes, Mr. Man. Mwah.
no, this is not money laundering. This is not considered money laundering. Paying me to get Sean to do stuff. I don't think there's a statue for that.
Come here, Bonbon. Come on.
Oh,
Come on, Bonbon. You can do it. Jump up. You got the hops.
look at Clyde.
There's two of them.
Come on. Yeah, we have another dog we're watching. Bonbon, come here. Come on, you can do it.
Hey, Tommy.
Jump up here. You do it all the time. Yes, Bonbon the Papillon. So. It's trying to grab her. Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh well.
Clyde looks extra comfy today. This is like longer.
A little bit, yeah. And he's yeah.
Oh. I wish Mr. Jingles was cuddly, but he has claws and murder mittens and everything. I mean, I had to take I have one of these Hugo Boss sports coats. I had to take it to a tailor, and he said, "Why is your left shoulder so damaged?" And I was
Oh man.
and it's because Mr. Jingles can't boop without claws. I need to get myself one of these knife proof vests that covers the shoulders. And then the Oh, I can't watch cat videos on my TV because Mr. Jingles attacks the TV. Yeah. Oh. Now let's see here. Yeah. This is for Aaron Spencer. This is the formal order, the docket detail. Petitioners petition for writ of certiorari and other relief. Emergency consideration requested. Expedited consideration granted. Petition for writ of certiorari granted. Circuit Court January 13th, 2026. Oh, so it's a few days ago. Order limiting courtroom occupancy and no recordings vacated.
Yep.
23rd Judicial Circuit, Judge Division 1, Honorable, questionable, Barbara Elmo, removed.
Yes. Monster, kill.
To a special circuit judge appointed by this court.
Yes. And it's interesting because the last time around, she came this close from getting clipped by the Supreme Court to start with. And it was 4-3. It was 4-3 not to do that.
Yeah.
So it looks like they flipped somebody in the middle there flipped and was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm tired. This woman tires me. And they're like, be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
couldn't happen to a nicer, have fun, Barb.
Yeah. Have fun, Barb.
Have fun, Barb.
You know, we're going to see her on court TV, giving her opinions.
Oh, I hope she does.
Oh, please.
I hope she does. I hope she feels like she can do that.
Nancy Grace seriously, is going to hire her.
This judge, for those who joined us, and who's this judge? This judge is the one who let Michael Fossler out on $50,000 bond, 10%,
that's actually,
so $5,000.
To be fair, that's actually not. That's not that uncommon to let someone out who's been charged with these things.
But a general stay away order from kids, not the victim specifically, but no ankle bracelet, no monitoring whatsoever, making it possible for Fossler to continue.
That's still not an uncommon. court disposition.
Yeah, 43 counts.
Which I know people are going to get mad with,
yeah.
but I'm not going to gas you guys up, and I'm going to tell you the truth. That's not abnormal either.
I mean, we've seen it in Judge Simpson's court as well, when he hands out his bonds. Now, once in a while, an attorney shows up with his defendant. I remember this specific case. Well, I can't find any criminal record as an adult. And then the prosecutor said, well, have you seen in the neighboring states? Oh, no, no. They wanted a reduction for $250,000 bond, and he got it to 500,000 instead. No.
That happens sometimes.
Nah. Not
sometimes it don't work out that way. Doesn't work out too good.
And I feel for that attorney, because he was relying on Michigan and what his defendant told him, because plausible deniability is a thing among lawyers. Don't tell me too much, because I need to defend you with as much as possible. But be prepared that your counterpart might bring up shit. So be honest.
Well, you're just prepared. You're like, look, Judge, all I know is X.
Yeah.
And if they bring up more, you're like, all right, I don't know. I can't contest any of that. I don't know if it's true or not, but just ignore it, Judge. Come on.
Come on. He's a swell guy.
Sometimes that's the argument. Just like, please.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
Did you know now former coach Moore of Michigan State football hand egg team, he was fired in December because
Michigan, not Michigan State.
Michigan.
As much as it pains me to say that, there is it's a distinction that's pretty important, because Michigan is a far better school than Michigan State. But yes, I wish this had happened to Michigan State instead of Michigan.
Yeah. Now he married, kids, and apparently decided, you know what? I'm going to ruin everything by sleeping with a subordinate. And then try to break up with her, and because that always ends well. Folks, I've been doing labor and employment law for I'm almost at 35 years now. Don't fuck subordinates, please.
Don't dip your pen in company ink.
No, it's a really, really bad idea. It won't end well.
Well,
and regardless of which gender is on top, don't. Please don't. It is a really, really bad idea, and especially now. I almost said especially if you're married, but that doesn't seem to have anything to do with the result of an in-house encounter. It will end badly.
Yeah.
And now he is defending himself against one count of stalking, one count of misdemeanor breaking an entry, and a third count. All misdemeanors. If convicted, it's like 3 days in jail or something like that. But it's a huge case because apparently he was the defense coach, and then the head coach left, and he was appointed head coach for like 3 minutes, and then everything went to hell. And it's in front of Judge Simpson, so we get to see everything.
This is going to be awesome.
Yay!
Oh, this is going to be great.
Next hearing, February 17th. And then it's a new hearing in March. The video from the last hearing is on my channel. Didn't happen too much. What was interesting is the amount of police that line the fucking courtroom. For someone. Yeah. There were guards and cops everywhere.
I can
Because
imagine.
he's-
Yeah.
Because he's popular, or because they think
He's a
people are gonna.
celebrity because
Both.
he coached. Yeah.
Oh, you said sports, and I was like, I'm not gonna know the person.
I didn't know they had 2 football teams, and apparently this is just a college thing.
Well, there's Michigan State University, and then there's the University of Michigan, and Michigan is considered the fancier of the two institutions.
Oh,
It's older. It's very it's got a rich history. It's considered the Harvard of the West, and because at the time Michigan was a federal territory in the 1830s, it was a very prestigious university. It's really good.
In my ears, it's like the Monty Python skit. We are the People's Liberation Front of Judea. I thought we were the Judean Liberation Front.
Yeah. But yes, Michigan is great. Michigan's my favorite sports team. College team.
And apparently for Judge Simpson, it really matters because he went to one of those schools.
Oh, it's a big deal up in Michigan. Michigan State is a very big rivalry as well.
It's
they
like
compete for Paul Bunyan's axe.
It's like you have Florida and Miami in sports, different schools.
Yeah, but that rivalry is not as big. Like the Michigan State is huge. It's not as big as Ohio State and Michigan, but it's up there.
Okay. Then you have
pretty big.
Only the Minnesota Vikings. Or what sport is that?
That's NFL.
Football.
Okay.
That's
It's
NFL. That's football.
Okay,
That's professional football. So the rivalries in the college level are really where the big rivalries are.
But I heard something about college football. The players weren't allowed to make money out of it up until recently. And now they are.
Yeah, well, the way things were going for the longest time, they couldn't make money, but they could make the NCAA video games, and you'd have like Reggie Bush on the cover. Reggie Bush didn't get paid, and the athletic directors of these schools would make money, and the highest paid public employee would be the football coach, and the football coaches are making $6-7 million a year. And these athletes, the South Park show is right. My student athletes, we pay them. They got nothing out of it. They got garbage, basically, and the universities were super greedy about it. And yes, but when they started doing this, there were always workarounds. Like students would work for what's called a booster, is somebody who supports the university and the sports teams, is usually some rich businessman who went to the school. So you would get a job at the car dealership he owns, and because you're an employee, you get a car to take home. Now, what does your job entail? You wash like a car every other week. Like you really don't work, and they were doing things like that. But the way the NCAA handled things, if you were a high school student coming in to get recruited, and you were invited to a thing, they could give you. The NCAA had all kinds of rules on things. They could give you a bagel. That was okay. But they couldn't give you cream cheese. That was forbidden. That was actually considered like an in-kind gift, which would ruin the, how they were. But that's how ridiculous the NCAA was getting on what you could do or couldn't do. And they made a mockery of the whole thing. And they're like, oh, it's all about the student athletes. It's like, you guys make $1 billion a year. It's not about the student athletes. It was about you guys ripping them off. And they're just mad that, these guys are able to wet their beak in the trough with them. And they should be allowed to. They should be allowed to.
Well, I mean, if you have the talent, there should be some compensation, especially when they're using your likeness to sell things.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah. I remember the Olympics in the 1980s. Shut up. A Swedish boxer was banned from the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles.
Oh no, what did he do?
He accepted boxing gloves because his was stolen on the way there. So he accepted a pair of boxing gloves
Sounds
from
like a
this
setup.
company.
Conspiracy.
Yeah. No, he was
Yeah.
a bad boxer. So
But you see though, it's like, but then they let eventually they let the dream team play. It's like
And
those.
all of
But I think the Olympics have realized like, okay, this whole like you're an amateur athlete thing doesn't work in the modern day. Like people need to eat. You got your phone bill. You got your Netflix. Like that's not free anymore.
Yeah, and then wrestling got thrown out of the Olympics because they discovered that wrestling judges when they compete is they don't care. It's real. Olympic wrestling, Greco-Roman and freestyle is the most corrupt sport there is.
At the Olympic level, yes, but I would argue it needs to stay in because it's like, aside from boxing,
it's the original 4 or 5.
Yeah, aside from boxing, spear throwing, and running,
discus,
and
Wait, you mean curling wasn't in the original Olympics?
No, the original Olympics were like who had who could throw the spears the farthest. It was about who had the best.
You had a marathon.
Who could wrestle naked? Who was the best naked wrestler?
Wrestling, naked wrestling.
Yeah.
Nowadays, only found in strip clubs, and
But I will say though, wrestling it's a good sport. That's the thing about it.
And if the people who are really good at wrestling, once they enter MMA,
they dominate.
They hurl people around. It's ridiculous to see. Oh, I know Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, really? Let me throw you on your fucking head.
Yes.
it's
I don't know. I only watched Olympic wrestling once, and they lied to me. They said rear naked chokehold, and neither of them was naked. I was like, false advertising. I'm out of here. Also, I'm not a touchy-feely person.
That would have been
That's
MMA.
A lot of human contact. I'm just like, can you stay away from me? Like, can we have some space?
I'm very much that way too, but when I wrestled, it was a whole different thing. Like you didn't worry about that. It wasn't something you were even thinking of.
Yeah. And if you like to watch this Olympic wrestling, do not go near the mat. As one of our best wrestlers who has like 3 or 4 Olympic gold medals, well, one of the tactics is smelling bad.
Cool.
So they don't shower for a week.
Oh.
Rub garlic in the armpits.
Those are the old school ways, yeah.
Do not go near the mat of a high level wrestling competition. There's a reason.
Just like the Greeks
when you look at it, you see, why are the audience so far away? Because they have to.
They need to get that
I agree.
chick
Pole dancing should be
Sephora
on
that
Olympic
sprays
sport.
you.
All right, Nick, I've got to jump. I am sleepy. Sean, good luck with your recap because that case tuckered me out today.
Well, we're partway through yesterday. I was gonna do Aaron Spencer stuff tonight. I promised it, so I'm gonna do it, but I'll catch up over the weekend. But yeah, people are telling me it's really kind of oof today in
An
the
evidentiary fight.
Yeah,
There's great evidence for the defense, but it is a slog. It is just a bunch of fighting to get it admitted, identified, not even to admit it. So,
oh wow,
I'll tune in and watch you struggle through it. Good to see you, Mo. Good to see you, Nick.
See you.
Good to
And
see you.
I'll join
Thank
you
you for
guys chat
joining.
side. Bye, guys.
Yeah,
right.
thank you for
Good night,
joining.
Kat. Bye.
Bye. Now, what else did I? Well, Laura Owens, I can. I almost said I can do it tomorrow, but I will no. I will read about her case tomorrow, I think. Sean.
Yes.
Originally, I invited you to talk about the case you were covering.
Yes.
Please. Speaking of Laura Owens, please fill me up.
Okay. Well, there's that in this one too. So, Brendan and Christine Banfield were married and they had a kid. And as people who can afford it do, they hire an au pair. They hire a live-in nanny. And the people who normally do this try to hire somebody that's not a U.S. citizen because it's a lot cheaper. Well, they hired a Brazilian woman, and
That's
you might think, wow, does
really
she have a
bad
big
idea.
ass and a set of hooters? Yes, she does. Pretty much like a typical Brazilian woman you'd might think if she's the nanny. And then you might think, well, wow, does that mean he's going to end up doinking her? Yes, as tends to happen when you have a hot Brazilian nanny.
Okay,
the husband
no,
ends up.
I have to call that woman is a butterface.
Well,
Like his wife was attractive.
there are some Instagram pics where she cleaned up decent enough.
Yeah, if you put enough Vaseline over a camera lens, everyone looks like Joan Crawford.
Okay, well, they put enough on it in a
Okay.
couple of pictures. So, anyways, that happens, and they're doing their thing, and the state's theory is they wanted to set up a murder to get rid of the wife. So they set the state's theory is they set it up by going onto a fetish website, posing as the
That was
wife.
the mom you showed. The mom, the interesting grip on reality mother of the victim. I think she was talking about how they talked about fetish.
We're gonna get to we're getting to that. Yes. So they have the wife. They basically the state's claiming that they used an account and they catfished, pretending to be her and saying, I want somebody to come over and do a rape fantasy on me. And they found some guy willing to do it. And she said, look, they were typing away. Look, when you come do this, you're going to come in the house and really do it. I'll tell you to stop. Don't stop. We have here's our safe word. Although she doesn't know the safe word because she's not setting it up. Here's our safe word. And he's like, all right, I'm coming over to do this. So they set it up and they say, hey, we're going to take the kid out to the zoo for her birthday. And the wife was like, yeah, I got home late. She's a nurse and worked third shift, so she's sleeping. They leave. Mr. Rapey Pants comes over and pulls up. And when they left the door unlocked. So he's like, I can get in. And he comes in and gets all set up to go have his sexy time. And, he jumps in there and goes, surprise. And he's like, oh, my God, she's really selling this. She's scared, I'm sure in his head. He's like, oh, my God, she's really fighting. This is like, she's really into this. And, and I'm sure she's like, please stop. No, he's like, wow. I'm like, I'm almost convinced this is real.
Oh,
wow.
So this is all happening. In the meantime, the husband and the nanny circle back from McDonald's where he takes like a 2-minute dump. And they come back and they sneak in through the basement. And he's an IRS agent, and they have armed agents that do investigations.
That's terrifying.
Oh, every cabinet agency has armed. Oh yeah, like the Department of Education has a SWAT team. So, anyways, they come sneaking up through the house, and they can hear the struggle session literally happening. And they come up, and he gets to come in there and say, basically he does the Mighty Mouse. They like, stop, get off my wife. Bam! Shoots him. And he falls down. They had told him to bring a knife. The prosecutor's theory is he then took that knife and hopped up on top of his wife, and she's like, oh my God, my husband saved me from a rapist. Oh no, why are you stabbing me? And he stabs her to death. In the meantime, the guy he shot is not dead. He's still alive.
That's why you double tap.
The nanny goes and grabs a gun, and she anchor shoots him. And she admits to shooting him. And that's kind of the story. Then they tried to sell it as like they tried to save the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the story in a nutshell there. This is the best version of the case somebody's heard so far. I'm like, well, that's really what it is.
But the nanny has immunity for testifying, right?
Well, she took a plea deal to manslaughter.
Yeah.
And she got time served.
Well,
she's going to get deported anyway. So, like, I mean, go to prison or go to Brazil. I mean, go have fun in the favelas.
Jesus Christ.
But fair point.
Yeah, so there we, and it was a little rough there, but the case is going, and it's not it's a very weird case. The prosecutors presented their case. They never brought in any of the detectives who actually did the murder investigation to testify.
What?
But that's because the murder homicide, the robbery homicide part of the Fairfax County Police Department basically everybody got fired or transferred around.
Oh, like
And
Karen
one of
case.
there's now a guy who's like the deputy chief who was in the unit is on their Brady list. And he got on their Brady list for ethics violations, and they still promoted him up to being the deputy chief. And the guy in charge of the unit, retired. It's like, well, when did you retire? Like July 25th of 2025. What day did you put in your paperwork? Like July 10th. And it's like, didn't we have a pretrial on July 9th? Yeah. Is that a coincidence? No. And it's within 2 weeks he is fully retired, which is unheard of.
Oh, for the love of Cheetos.
Sean.
Yeah.
Speaking of unheard of, let's see if I can bring it up here.
Oh, and then that's the best part, Nick. The guy who was brought over to pretend to do the rape, his mom got interviewed, and his mom is a complete lunatic. Like that, and she claims that her son talked to her about all their fetishes, and she knew about knife play, and it's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, she's retiring?
Yeah, and look at the third one. The prosecutor in the Aaron Spencer case is also retiring at the same time.
Oh, tap it out. Is that brand new, or is that something already known?
No, I just got it from Overthinker.
They're tapping out, chat. They don't want this.
Yeah. Everybody's leaving the sinking ship. Once the judge was told to fuck off, everybody's fucking off.
Also
from
now
this
they
case.
realize, wait, everybody in the country knows about this now.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I remember reading the prosecutor's thing where it's like, well, actually what happened was he chased them down in his car after they refused to stop, and he shot them 15 times. And I'm like, you don't have to sell me on how righteous this was anymore.
Yeah, I was like, you're just making me like him more.
Yes, you're making me like him even more, that he tried to chase the car and he wouldn't stop the car.
Yeah.
And then Aaron ran him off the road. And then Aaron put 15 out of 16 rounds in the guy. And I'm just like, based.
When did Helen Lovejoy go from, won't someone think of the children, to, won't someone think of the poor maps?
Yeah. I'm honest. I'm like, I like this. Like I said, Aaron Spencer's going to be guilty of not eating a steak dinner at my expense.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Aaron Spencer
is running for sheriff now.
Running for sheriff against a current sheriff who, on Facebook, said, "Well, 14-year-olds can't consent, but they can make bad decisions."
And is this and I have a question, because there's a famous fake cop that gets arrested, and it's down that way in Arkansas. I wonder if it's the same chief of, like, the same sheriff, because at the time in this video where they bust a fake cop, it's hilarious, but I don't know if it's the same guy anymore.
Let's see if I can.
So let me see. I don't know what's this picture.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this isn't France. 14-year-olds cannot make decisions about things like that. I don't care.
Here is his.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. That's Sheriff
Dude looks like
Staley.
poster board for.
Yeah, I've seen it. There's a very funny video where they stop a fake cop wannabe, and it's actually pretty interesting. I'll send you the link to it if you guys want to see something pretty funny. Because you're going to listen to this guy, and it's funny, the whole time he sounds like he's about to cry when they're questioning him. And he's a... and when they learn...
Yeah. But somehow I think this sheriff, but I mean, he has to try to be reelected.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't, Aaron Spencer will go, I wonder what's in his files.
Yeah, also...
Oh, by the way, in the same county, the sheriff is sued by inmate in the local jail for SA.
Yeah, but that's not an uncommon. That happens a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that helped. But in the context, it's fun to bring up.
Yeah, and I just sent you the link to his, this out of Lono County, Arkansas, and I think this is the same department and everything. And he's actually really based in this. They go after this guy. They catch him for doing fake cop stuff, and they just bust his balls the whole time. And I'm like, wow, he doesn't seem too bad. And then this all happens. They're like, wow, the sheriff's an asshole. So
let's see if I can bring it. Yeah, here
this is a really good video.
It kind of looks like a cop.
Well,
I've seen cops in work condition.
His hands aren't behind his back because he's at ease. I can tell you that much.
He had his own body cam.
Oh my Bob Ross, this is hilarious.
Yes, this is where it gets good.
I'm an independent investigator, sir.
What does that badge say?
It says I'm an arson investigator. Would you like to read it, sir?
Okay, so you're not with any law enforcement agency.
No.
But you're wearing a badge like you are.
Well,
you ID'd yourself to the sheriff as an arson investigator.
I'm sorry, sir?
You ID'd yourself as an arson investigator, right? Where does that radio go to?
It's Adam Radio. It's A-Win Radio.
Where did you get A-Win Radio at?
I'm with Adam as well.
What Adam?
Arkansas Department of Emergency Management.
You work for them?
I'm a volunteer for them, yes, sir.
Who's the supervisor over that? Do they know you're wearing that radio while you're working your private job, serving civil papers?
Yes, sir.
They know you're using that radio?
Yes, sir.
They do?
Yes, sir.
Adam?
Yes, sir.
We're going to find out all that.
Okay.
Step out and step back here.
Sure.
You got your camera on. You better make sure it's recording.
Okay.
Let's step out. You got handcuffs too?
I do.
Step right back there. Keep your hands out of your pockets. You have a weapon on you besides your pocket knife?
No, sir.
You have any firearms in the truck?
No, sir.
You have a canine in there?
No, sir.
Is that our frequency you're listening to?
Yes, sir.
What's the phone? Or you may go bond out on this. Contact Adam and see if they know who this guy is. He says he's a volunteer with them. He's got an A-Win radio. Where did you get the A-Win radio?
From Adam.
You're telling me that they know that you're doing this?
Yes.
You're out serving civil papers, using our radio, running lights and sirens. Didn't know he was behind you, did you? You're not law enforcement, you understand that, right?
Yes. I don't have blue lights either.
You're right, you don't have blue lights, but you're driving crazy down the middle of the road. Okay. That's not an emergency to go serve civil papers.
Okay.
This is our guy who serves our civil papers. Would you do that?
Okay.
They're writing you some tickets, and we're going to go to court, and there's other things we're going to do here.
Okay.
You got handcuffs in there, too.
Mm-hmm.
What are the handcuffs for?
They're from...
What are they for?
The wife?
They're a theft deterrent.
Theft deterrent?
Yep.
What does theft deterrent mean?
Well, it'll keep somebody from breaking into my truck. Hopefully.
If it's on... Oh, geez.
You're a court threat. Okay. So you're saying carrying handcuffs in your truck means that they won't break into your truck. So you're making it look like it's a law enforcement truck, so they won't break into it.
If you walked up to break that window and break in, and you saw that, would you break in?
I'm not a criminal, but yeah, I'd steal your handcuffs and steal your guns.
Okay.
Is there guns in there?
Nope.
Anything else in there that IDs yourself as a law enforcement officer?
Nope.
Certified what? Fire and explosion investigator. You're wearing a badge to serve papers that says that. I think you're trying to ID yourself and come on as law
All the
enforcement
people to cosplay as
like
the
me.
ATF.
Why would you wear?
Seriously?
Folks, you've heard us say the don't talk to the police. Remember your rights. Don't record your own stupid shit.
Well, here's the thing, Nick. This guy is doing better than I would, because they would have asked me why the handcuffs are there. I just said because the bloody dead mannequin was getting calls.
Yeah. And by the way, when it comes, he's this fake cop. Oh, he's very large. Well, that's not really uncommon. This is a classic.
Yes, it is. But yes, doesn't this guy sound like he's about to cry the whole time they're talking to him?
Yeah. He really tries to make up shit. Just to, folks, I'm one of you.
Yes.
No,
But it gets even better. It gets so. This one is so funny. By the way, it gets even better.
An arson investigator badge to serve civil papers. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney to have present during questioning. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you free of charge.
This is impressive. They are actually reading him his rights.
Well, because they're questioning him right there.
Yeah,
So.
they kind of have to, but and then again,
it's still nice to read him his rights, though. Yes.
Yeah, but because his body cam is on, I don't see a body cam on them.
Well, not that guy's the sheriff, but the deputies have body cams on. The one deputy who stopped him does.
Okay. Yeah. Body cams are a really, really good invention, unless you're in Uvalde and you don't start your body cam because you're afraid that the batteries will run out.
Yeah.
Because in Uvalde in 2022, apparently they bought all their body cams from a 1998 estate sale.
Yeah.
It's actually they gaffer taped camcords or something.
Any questions are asked. You understand your rights?
Yes.
You can answer questions if you so desire and make a statement without consulting an attorney. Understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Where's the canine?
At home.
What kind of dog is it?
German Shepherd.
What does it do?
He's a tracking dog. He's a certified search and rescue dog.
So Adam gave you an A-Win radio.
Yes, sir.
Who at Adam do you work for?
I work for the Races.
For what?
Races.
Races?
Yes. Radio amateur civil emergency service. There we go.
Let me see your radio.
How does this?
Those are all correct organizations.
Yeah. How
We're
does
gonna do
this?
this.
How does
Let me
it?
see that part.
How can he not laugh at this point in time?
Well, who can't laugh?
You have an ID from Adam?
I do.
You mean the sheriff?
Sure.
I love that Bill Dotrieve got out of the house. I just didn't.
Don't worry, it gets better. This is one that you can watch a million times.
What's the phone number to Adam?
I've got it on my phone. 683-6700. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Bunch of dead bodies back there, man.
So like the cop who stopped him
That
said
line. I like a large fries with that.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, this, like I said, guys, keep this. If you have time, this gets better and better and better and better and better.
Why are
and
we
better
playing
and better
the
every
world's
little
most
thing you learn
annoying
about him and
Simon
everything the
Says
cops say.
game?
We don't have all in our system, do we? Well, I don't think we do. Dispatch should have contact on see what this
Sounds like he's playing Pac-Man. I hope he's winning.
No, he's scrolling through all the radio IDs and all the stuff on the radio.
Oh,
to verify what's going on.
Yeah, you hold on to this.
Because he's basically has a police radio and he's working for the emergency management. Like, that's the only way he should have one. And it just, like, he claims he was serving divorce papers, but he was flying through a school zone at 100 miles an hour when they caught him.
Yeah, that'll get you pulled over sometimes.
Yeah, and that's it. All kind of goes from there.
But
it gets better when they find out who he is, what his past is. It gets,
because I don't know, but rural Indiana, like listening to scanners of a weekend variety, that's like a sport around here.
It is where I grew up too. But when you see the rest of what he's doing, you're like, this is not.
Oh, well,
this sounds like impersonating a police officer because he, yeah.
Hey, hi, Ian.
Hey, Runkle.
How goes?
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, this week has been filled with good news. Judge Ghoul retiring.
Well, I mean, it could be better news, but retiring, we'll take retiring.
Yeah, but her daughter, her daughter is running for the position. Her daughter, yeah. And I don't know if you know this, but her daughter was involved in a neighboring county throwing out a case because of 10 terabytes of undisclosed data to the defense, to the extent that they paid
a few terabytes between friends.
Exactly. Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah. So with the judge ordering the DA's office to pay $100,000 to the defense.
Personally, or just the office?
The office. No, they weren't that lucky
from
to get
their only fee.
Yeah. And so she then joined she's a prosecutor in Allen County. So she's a prosecutor in the same county as her mother is a judge.
I mean, so long as they maintain conflict, guidelines, I guess. But
I like that
in
pause.
a county where the prosecutor and one of the judges were husband and wife. That was actually a really interesting situation.
That would be awkward.
Well, it kind of was, but when you would when you had a client come into that courtroom for that judge, you had to sign the Supreme Court of Ohio put together this thing saying, I can appeal anything I want to if I get convicted. I just can't appeal. There's a conflict of interest because, and you would sign off consenting to the judge right up front.
Yeah,
and if you didn't,
was it a good judge, or would you just never sign?
He was pretty fair, but like if you did something bad and if you were a bad dude, like he would hand out, like he could nuke your boots off. But overall, he was very fair. But when that would happen and somebody would say, like, I'd rather not sign it, judge says, well, good luck to you, sir. And they, you get assigned off to the rest of the pool. And there were some worse choices to be in front of than him. So it was like, yeah.
And
Dave,
yes,
I think
will join a Lego stream. I just got to find some time, and it's been really difficult. Like,
I think the biggest hurdle is cleaning an area of your desk big enough to actually do a Lego set.
You've been busy hunting polar bears on your hunting estate, I assume.
Right now, all the bears are hibernating. There's no polar bears, but there are like black bears. But I don't really. Even if I could hunt on that, I like right now.
Yeah,
the snow is like up to my waist.
Oh,
and it's like 40 below. So
that kind of put a damper to it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I have to go out there because I have a 6-week window for my burn permit, which specifically authorizes the use of a flamethrower.
Nice.
Holy yes.
So I need to like find some time to go out there and film a video because like I already know what my intro is going to be. Because, I mean, the main part of the video is going to be me talking about flamethrower law, which, that part I can do right here. But I got to get some flamethrower video in there because otherwise, like, what's the point of owning a flamethrower and doing a video about flamethrowers and flamethrower law unless you're doing some flamethrower things? And I also need to go and buy, like, a big block of meat for
So you
like
can-
the Paul Harrell meat test.
For the flamethrower, I like that.
Business and pleasure.
Now, in Canada, do you need I know you got your special license. Do you need all that to have a flamethrower, or can you own one?
Yeah.
Period.
You can just buy one.
Cool.
Wow, really? In Canada, I am surprised.
I need to
Yeah,
migrate to Canada.
Especially
I'm
seeing
just-
what's watching all you Canadian gun people on Twitter. I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
my heart goes out to you guys right now.
Well, the
Over-
fun thing is that if I were to participate in the buyback, I would be like trading some of the Cope guns I bought after they banned my AR
Yeah,
to buy like, I don't know, like a Dushka,
yeah.
and be like, okay, so
Jokes on
all
you.
right, I can't
Nice.
have like this 9mm PCC, but instead I can buy like a heavy machine gun.
Yes.
If
And for comparison, over here they are talking about introducing permits for one of these weed burners.
Oh, the things hooking up to propane tanks.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
wow, because
Yeah.
those things are lame. My flamethrower is not like one of the, like Elon Musk made the not a flamethrower, which is actually not a flamethrower because it's actually kind of garbage.
Mm.
But it's just a glorified propane torch.
Yeah.
Mine shoots diesel and gasoline under pressure. So
Oh my goodness.
Is yours just the one you hold, or do you have like tank mount? Like
it's got a
Thanks.
tank.
nice. I can't wait to see this.
After
God,
the
I need it- we
state's
need it-
rebuttal
we gotta have
in
it- we gotta have a stream
Uvalde,
soon.
burn something for all of us
Mhm.
because that was
Because-
atrocious.
We need to do. Me and you need to do something about Rare Breed because they're on the march again. They're going after more people.
Oh shit, are they? Wow.
Yeah, they're a rare breed of scumbag.
Yeah, I think I titled my video "Rare" or had the thumbnail say "Rare Greed" because
Oh.
yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
for
title
3,000
mine a rare breed of scum.
For 3,000, I could buy a DP-27.
Ooh.
That's
Really?
a
Nice.
Yeah, it's 7.62 by
pizza pan.
54 machine gun.
The
or-
DP that's the pan, right?
Yeah, that's the one with
Okay.
the big weird pan
It's
on
got
it.
the pizza pan.
Yeah, or I could buy the Yugo M53, which is basically
The
the
MG42.
yeah.
For moose defense.
No, you got to
Um,
do the pan. You got to do the pan one.
The pan
And
one
you
is
got
fun.
to buy the Altium helmet with the visor on it and everything too.
I got to figure out what all I got to figure out like a costume for the flamethrower.
Orange
So-
camouflage.
Maybe
That I could see that.
I might go with the somebody bought me this red cowboy hat with
Okay.
sequins and like a big Canadian flag thing on it. That could be fun. I could just go with the actual cowboy hat because that's also fun. Lots of options, but
Gonna infringe on Kurt there. You got to be careful.
Kurt actually was the one who was like, "You need to buy a cowboy hat while you're here in Texas." So
Oh.
I went cowboy hat shopping with Kurt. I don't think he can
Oh,
complain.
cool. I need. To
I
get a
mean, maybe he
cowboy.
can because complaining is fairly easy overall, and I think it's a kind of part of the lawyer skill set. But
Yes, it is.
I don't think he will. How about that?
No, I don't think you would. No.
Now, Ian, I on X chat, I sent you the idea, and you had, with very, very few points, expressed your opinion. But for my audience and for the ones who don't know, Drunk Me bought this to me from Temu, which has a little flashlight. And so last time we discovered, well, how about we expand on that for the machete? Now, if you attach a mag light to a machete, because machete is actually not trademarked in Europe.
And with recent influx and demographic changes, you have a ready open argument and market.
I mean, maybe I should trademark this right now, but how would that actually work for like the geometry is the problem, because where do you actually put have the light coming out?
Well, you can
Even
balance
SAS
it
style.
with,
sold the shake weight and got
Yeah,
people to buy it.
yeah, you can
doesn't have to be
balance it
functional.
with
I'm pretty sure
a
that was
beer
just money
holder.
laundering, though.
You can balance it with a beer holder.
I still
Or a
think
flask.
just do it like the SAS and just tape it on the handle and be like,
Yeah.
it just shines
And
over
then
the top.
Maglite might have an opinion regarding putting their name on some other product.
Oh, you would get the shit suit out of you. No question about that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Come
Mag
find
in
me in
that-
the woods.
That's the
Mag in
one
that case
reason
would be-
Baldo knew they were safe. There was no other place that was gonna be like that. Really, undermines
that
the
name.
integrity of our
See,
product.
You say that, but I covered the case of Bad Dragon suing.
Oh,
So, like, if that's your market, you're gonna sue.
if your market are hillbillies and Florida man and yeah.
And that case settled, and I'm pretty sure it. I don't know for certain because the details are not clear, but I'm pretty sure Bad Dragon won.
Yeah. And Nick, don't forget to sell in gas stations and truck stops.
Gas station, yeah, definitely.
Here's the other fun thing about the Bad Dragon thing is that the folks from Bad Dragon saw my coverage.
Oh, nice.
And they liked
sent
my
you a care
coverage.
package?
And they're like, "Hey, can we send you a care package?" And I was like, I have some fear.
Yeah, you're
Oh
like,
my God. That
So,
would be the coolest
they sent me like
thing.
a couple of stickers and a
That
Bad
would make
Dragon
it-
coffee mug.
Oh,
That would make an interesting.
Well, see if they sent you stuff though. You could have been like, "What kind of launcher can I shoot these out of?"
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome! The most fun lawn darts ever. Ian, we
may
must
actually
do
reach
that.
back to them at some point and be like,
Tic-tac-toe dildo.
I need to build like a launcher that will shoot something.
What caliber?
Horse.
Yeah. Can you give it to me without can you make the veins in a helical fashion instead of just random? I need engagement in the barrel.
Oh my gosh, you could do animal versus human, tic-tac-toe. Because
Well, it would
Bad
be
Dragon
the,
does all the monster fetishy stuff.
It would be the
Welcome
funniest
to-
self-defense case ever, though.
Oh
Somebody
my God,
breaks into a
yes.
house and it's like, and he was, killed in the process of the break-in by like a 2-foot-long dildo.
Going 300
Subsonic double-headed dildo asphyxiation.
And it went right through him, but not the way you're thinking.
It plowed right through him, Your Honor. We didn't even have to use a trajectory rod. It stuck out of both ends, flopping.
Another video I'm debating because the stuff is actually expensive. I need to buy a trank gun to talk about the legalities of trank guns.
Please,
And-
yes, and can you send me? I have 6 children.
Well, the thing is that the actual tranquilizers are super controlled because all of those
Damn.
are counted as drugs. So you can't get. Yeah, I don't know if Baldo still exists, but Baldos actually have a really ideal shape for firing out of something.
Baldos are
They'd
40
actually-
millimeter. I've already checked.
Wait, they're like exactly 40 mil.
Just about. I'm trying to 3D print. I'm trying to 3D print a
yes.
40 millimeter launcher,
Oh
and
my
I want to
God,
shoot
yeah.
like Baldos out of it and see what happens.
That would be
Forget
fun.
Arca,
I want to shoot
guy.
like an oil drum or something to see like dunk.
Yes.
But
Welcome to Slightly Bossed Friday show.
but
No,
then,
you guys should get
you know,
together and play like a Christmas carol with different things. It'll be like Stomp and Ammo.
Blue Man Group.
Yeah, Blue Man Group.
MG Law's like,
With-
I measured. It's like, yeah, you can go online and Google the dimensions, and yeah, it's like 39 millimeter, and like that's close enough.
Yeah, no, I mean you could make a little sleeve for it that just
Paper patch it, just wrap
yeah. No, but what I was thinking is like, because, I'd be saying, well, you can't get the tranquilizers, so you can't really use this for self-defense in like the movie way where you shoot somebody and they pass out. But let's consider some other options. Here's hot sauce going into one. Here's brake clean.
Yeah, you can get like the darts, right?
You can get the darts. You can get the injector darts.
Nice.
And just be like, here's tattoo ink.
Oh,
You're just gonna like
no. Yes.
All right. And now that guy's going to be green for the rest of his life. So good luck, Kermit.
That's like it's like the pepper spray that's green, so the police can find you later.
Yep. I mean,
you could have one colorblind cop though, so you're like, I can't tell.
The cop's like, is he covered with red ink or green ink? Well, I better let this guy go because I don't know.
No, trust me, officer. It's red. I promise. But why are you covered in red ink? I don't know.
Pen exploded.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Back to Ian. You've heard about the Aaron Spencer case? Maybe?
Yes, I am. If they televise it, I will probably cover it. But if they don't, well, then I'll leave it to. I think MG Law is local.
Well, it's gonna get. It sounds like televising is an option now because
the judge just got yeeted.
Yeah. She got yeeted. They said these orders of like closing the courtroom. They're like, it's all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I said earlier,
the new judge may impose restrictions and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't think so because I think the Supreme Court's made it clear they're done with this nonsense.
Yeah.
Well, I also think that you'd have to have some real brass ones to walk in and be like, so the previous judge got yeeted and they canceled their broadcast restrictions. So now we're going to put in more broadcast restrictions.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm going to do the thing you just got mad about.
Yeah. And fresh from the presses, Judge Barbara Elmore is retiring. The Aaron Spencer judge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And line 3, longtime prosecutor Chuck Graham, the Aaron Spencer prosecutor, also retiring at the same time. Isn't that a coincidence?
I mean, there's a lot of like the number of like police officers I've seen who decide to retire at like 24 is
yeah.
You get this you get a decision that's like, so and so is up for discipline, and then it's like the officer has retired, and it's like, dude still has like his milk teeth. Like, how's this guy retiring?
Oh yeah, that's entirely a.
And in Atlanta, you get full pension at 20 years in the force. So if somebody retires at say 19 years and 4 months, that's kind of telling.
Yeah, I saw a case where the officer was like 3 months from his pension, got hit with disciplinary stuff. They withdrew the disciplinary stuff
so he could retire.
He went exactly 3 months and then retired on the day.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, that was just to let this guy have his pension, even though the disciplinary stuff was debatably consensual relations with a victim.
Yeah. One of the gang experts in the YSL trial retired from the force 19 years and 4 months. And then got employment as a neighboring DA's office investigator for 3 months. Then, it wasn't for me. I interpret that as, you can't do shit. Either you're fired or you leave. And now she's head of security for the Atlanta Falcons or whatever it is. Yeah. But then again, being a gang expert in Atlanta and Fulton County, if you are offended by the 8 Mile movie, you're an expert.
I was going to say, don't their gang experts just like go to the poor area of town and just point at everybody and be like, that guy's in a gang, that guy's in a gang.
Pretty much.
The number of reports I've seen from gang experts where I'm just like, are you kidding me?
And that's the thing. There is actual real gang intelligence work you can do.
Yeah.
Where like a big one is like if you're wearing like a Chicago Bulls jersey and you're like that's the blood's like red, and you're a kid wandering around. Hey, who's on the Chicago Bulls? Who do you like? The basketball guy. And they're like, okay, you're obviously wearing this for a specific reason.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work they can do on that.
It might be some color coding going on.
Well,
I mean, for 2 years
just with the jersey, like people wearing. I don't know if it's the same as in your area, but you get people who wear like this jersey is a particular. Color
but you're hanging out with known gang members and you're dressed in the
so it's not the sports team, it's the whatever.
Yeah, it's the colors and the symbols, the identity. There's a lot of stuff they can do to. But yes, these gang experts down in Atlanta, like, oof.
Yeah, I mean, and
then I had one where they wanted to call a gang expert to testify that the like insignia on my client's jacket was a gang symbol, which it was. And I was like, no, we could just concede that. You don't need to bring a whole guy in here to testify about that symbol. We'll just concede that it's actually
yes.
But because the insignia wasn't super obvious. It was the kind of stuff you wear so that the normies don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, and in the YSL trial, for about a year and some months, the prosecution said, well, they are bloods. The color red is the sign, and made a whole lot of thing about that. And of the day of closing arguments, the entire prosecution team decided to color code in red.
It was
the other one I think should be absolutely forbidden is song lyrics.
Yeah,
because unless the song lyrics are like really specific, like
yes, I totally did it. Yes, I did it.
Yeah, I mean there was
a joke. I really, really did it.
There was one here where the guy, like his song lyrics, actually got the police to realize a detail about the crime they didn't know.
Yeah.
Like the guy said where he threw the gun in his song lyrics, so the cops went and they found the gun. Because it turns out it takes a Glock forever and a day to decompose.
Yeah.
So the police heard the song, heard this guy's song, and were like, "This guy wouldn't actually be dumb enough to correctly say where the gun went, would he?" Well, we'd feel stupid not looking, so they went and looked, and sure enough, gun.
Yeah. But in the YSL trial, they discovered that these lyrics roughly resemble a drive-by shooting. Yeah, but it was written a year before the drive-by shooting.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just drove by his house, bang, bang, or something, I'm like, this is literally all of rap. So, just not so much, maybe. But this one, the guy said, left the house, dropped the gun down the storm drain, and so they're like, okay, and they look at the first storm drain away from the guy's house, and it's like, oh, there's the gun.
But there is, I believe it is, it's making its round in either the Congress or the Senate about using lyrics, but it's been there for 4 years now, just trying to get. I covered it a couple of years ago, but nothing have happened so far because there are gang trials all over, and judges and prosecutors.
Well, the government
really,
doesn't
really
want to give up perfectly, good things that can convict just about anybody.
It's like toolmark analysis. Even everybody knows it's shit, they still use it.
There was another one where they had somebody had a tattoo of a flower, and they're like, oh yeah, that indicates, this in gang culture. And so then the guy gets up on the stand and it's like, yeah, I've got a tattoo of a lily because my sister's name was Lily and she died. And it's like, oh, that actually makes way more sense than this whole Yeah.
And in the YSL trial, the gang expert, no, it was one of the forced witnesses, or also known as snitches. How did you know it was a gang sign he threw up? And we are all convinced that somebody did this.
I mean, gang members have been known to do this.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
so has everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, the YSL trial is so bad in so many ways. The best thing about the YSL trial was Brian Steele, when the judge said, "I'm going to put you in jail," and he just said, "All right, go right ahead."
I love that when it was just like, take off the tie, take off the belt, let's do this.
Yeah, and then came Ashley Merchant and more or less the entirety of Atlanta defense attorneys and said, "Yeah, we have something we want to say about this." And you do, the few things scare me. I mean, tax attorneys and bankruptcy attorneys also kind of scare me. Ashley Merchant scare me. She's really, really good.
Yeah, and she kicked over that Fannie Willis hornet's nest just by doing Freedom of Information Act stuff. So
yeah.
Also, hey Nick, I hate to cut it short, but I gotta run.
Yeah,
I gotta start my
too.
show. So.
I also may have another fundraiser soon, so I gotta see. But
is it today or some other day?
I don't know. I am so over busy right now. I'm just like crud.
Now, if you, I mean, I've done a bunch of fundraisers and everything. So if you need somebody to try to arrange something, just give me a message.
Yeah, Nick's the guy.
And see if I can help out at least.
Yeah. And Uncle, I'll be getting in touch with you soon, man. We gotta do something soon here. On like when I'm not busy, and hopefully when you're not busy.
Yeah, we've got to do something because we've been talking about this since like
last
forever.
fall. Yeah,
and
it's been a while.
Yeah.
So
it's
all right. Well,
yeah.
I'll see you, Runkle. I'll see you, Mo. Nick,
see you.
See you. Thank you for showing up.
Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your beer, and I'll see you chat later. Have a nice night, guys.
Good night.
Or hi. Now, have you heard about the Laura Owens case? The serial.
I have covered a bunch of the Laura Owens stuff. It is. I have no idea why that's still like.
Have you seen this? They just released the documents.
I saw that the documents were released. I haven't yet read them.
Yeah.
I'm expecting they're going to be epic.
Oh, I read through the original investigation form, and Laura Owens she didn't even try to delete things. It's all there.
I mean, I'm not surprised. She does not seem like a smart character. So
yeah, I mean, I read through it quickly, but it seems like she really, really doesn't know how to hide things as well, and neither does her mother.
I mean, the number of people who get charged with murder, where you see things like, they go and do their searches, and it's like, how to get away with murder. Will a 12 gauge be enough? How to, dispose of a body? How to, will bleach stop DNA? And then you find out that they spread bleach everywhere. And then like Google Maps for like this specific, like, spot where they turns out the body turns out to be. So
I mean, sometimes the reason why prosecutors can't get to a conviction is because they overestimated the criminal.
Yeah.
We were looking for this grand conspiracy, and it was just, stabby.
I've seen that too, where it's like, oh yeah, this has got to be some master plan, and it turns out it's just like some guy.
Yeah.
I mean, the one that still kind of baffles me a bit and is Koberger, because the thing that is very confusing is the whole thing of they didn't find any blood in the guy's car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how? Because that is so difficult. Like, that is such a challenging thing to do. And so
I mean, there's things that puzzles me, but again, he admitted, and unless something shows up a few years from now that somebody paid him, or the fact that his sister was supposed to testify against him, or whatever it was,
it might just be that the evidence was so bad.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
yeah, but still, when it comes to this genealogy thing, there's something really, really wrong about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and the
I've
defense,
debated like trying to write to Koberger just to be like, I need to know.
yeah,
Like, please explain how there was no blood in this vehicle. I am curious.
Yeah. Because we might have clients who wants to know. No. No. Well, that was a joke, folks. That was a joke. All right. But we are 2.5 hours in. Ian, there's a case you haven't been able to talk about for quite some time.
Uh-huh.
When can you start talking about it?
Soon, I hope. So you're talking about Janet.
Yep.
I can say her name again because like the order got partially lifted. In fact, the order was never actually supposed to be. The thing is that the judge wrote it like very broadly, but in court. And until I actually saw the transcript, what the judge said is, well, he can still make videos about you. He just can't contact you. So I was like, oh, well, that would have been nice to, to clarify in all of this.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, so she got a stalking no contact order. We had mediation. The mediation, it
fell
was
through.
Well, it was an experience. We'll go with that. And what is it? So we've got a motion to dismiss pending, but we also kicked the lawyer off the file, or at least we brought an application to kick the lawyer off the file, and he then withdrew as counsel.
Oh.
So Janet, who was represented by Benji is also her counsel on the defamation suit she brought against the Caffeinated Kitty and the Do We Know Them, the girlies and so forth. But so my suspicion is that he was probably working for free, and now he's off the file because he, like an idiot, made himself a witness.
Yeah, that's never a good thing.
Well, he put in a filing, somebody sent me an email that isn't me. Like, I didn't send the email, and there's nothing to say I sent it because I didn't freaking send it. But some idiot sent this guy an email, and, it was like this threatening email towards, whatever. And he's like, here's this email. And I'm like, my dude, this is basic stuff. If you want to get an email that somebody sent you in, you hire a PI, you hire a forensics person, you get your assistant to do it, something like that. Like, personally, I would hire a forensics person and be like, we need this email tracked down. Like, do the best you can to find out where this email originates. And then you could call that person as an expert.
Yeah.
But then you're not a witness. It's like our witness is the expert, right? And the expert knows better than just the guy who opened it first.
Yeah.
The expert can testify to all sorts of things. But no, they didn't do that. Instead, they got the lawyer to do it. And I mean, I would prefer that they actually hire the expert, because the expert is going to be like, well, we have no indications that it came from this guy. And quite possibly, if they hired an expert, they might find who did it and fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Get that
Yeah.
guy. Like,
Yeah.
get that guy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, instead they've decided that the lawyer is going to be a witness, and it's like, and then they were, all like shocked Pikachu face when it's like, well, if you're a witness, you can't be the lawyer.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew? And thank you to really Catman for 5 gifted memberships, which puts us over. Folks, it's the Wheel of Regrets.
I will stick around for the Wheel of Regrets, and then I got to bail. But oh, that's not regrets. Your Wheel of Regrets kind of sucks at being regretty.
You know them, my lord. I had this bottle on for like 4 or 5 months. This is how much I have left of it. Every damn time it lands on
but
Malort.
like Malort is properly regret. Really nice tequila is not.
Yeah, and this is actually really nice tequila. Gonzalez, 1939. Now,
putting nice tequila on there is like...
I do have this as well. Because Red Hats...
tequila shots are...
Yeah.
See, what you need is something like this.
You told me about this, didn't you?
I told you not to get it. It's very okay. So this is canned haggis.
At least I didn't buy Lord Calvert.
I don't know what that is.
Lord Calvert is Canadian whiskey that is sometimes recognizable as the worst thing in Swedish liquor stores.
Oh, well, there's this whole trend of like booze where it's like the shittiest stuff gets exported. So like,
not unheard of.
Well, like, Foster's as Australian beer. And if you go to Australia and you're like, hey, I'll have a Foster's, they're like, why?
Yeah. Foster's or Crocodile.
I don't think I've had Crocodile. I've had Foster's and it was very forgettable. It was like, okay. Yep. Yeah, I see somebody saying like Guinness. I mean, Guinness is fine. I don't hate Guinness, but I'm sure there's better.
I'm currently drinking Schwarzbier. It is the Störtebeker Schwarzbier, which is really. It's not a loaf of bread like Guinness, but it still has the taste, but a bit more lightness to it.
Reminds me of a friend's story. He was in the military, and they got sent over to do some stuff in Germany. And so in Germany, they had in the pub they were at, they had 2 sizes of beer. They had a little beer, and then they had the great big beer.
Yeah.
And so the one guy didn't speak any German at all, and he wanted to ask his friends how to order the big beer. And of course, military guys, they like to fuck with each other. So that's exactly what they did. They told him, you need to go and order 1 Scheisse beer, which means a shit beer. And so he calls, the person over and he's like, in Scheisse beer. And they're like, no, we have good beer here. And they're arguing with him in German because they don't speak any English. And he's like, "Un Scheisse beer." And they're like, no, because he thinks they don't want to serve him the big beer. And he wants the big beer because he doesn't want to pay for like a bunch of little beers. He wants and so he's fighting with them about he wants the Scheisse beer. And they're getting upset and offended because they're thinking he's calling the place like shit. And they're having this fight until finally, when he's like close to getting thrown out, they have to step in to be like,
ein große Bier. Ein große Bier, not ein Scheisse Bier. Ein große Bier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then everybody, has a laugh and so forth. But, and Laura's got an excellent point about an alarming amount of people come to Ireland and order a drink by the name they shouldn't. Literally the only drink they shouldn't order. Yeah. I have a friend who did that, but he was smarter than your average bear because he likes the drink, which is the Irish car bomb. But so he went into an Irish pub and ordered one, but he ordered one by describing it. Like, I want a drop shot with this into that.
Yeah.
And the bartender looks at him and goes, "That's a funny drink. Does it have a name?" And he says, "No, I don't think it does." And the bartender leans over and goes, "It better fucking not."
Yeah. There
they
are
served it to
some
him.
things you really shouldn't do, not even as a joke. But
he just actually likes the drink. Like, he'll order it in various places, but he knew better than to say the other one to not order in an Irish pub is a black and tan.
I don't know that one.
It's a good way to get it's a good way to get yourself into more discussions than you wanted, like, and to have the have Irish history explained to you with boots is I guess the way to put it.
But
So,
first of all, cheers. Thank
cheers. Here, I will do a regret shot.
you. That's worse than this. Now, one thing, because I was in a relationship with a Northern Irish girl. Don't tell your grandmother's name, because every Northern Irish person will ask, "Oh, your name is that. Okay, what's your grandmother's name?" Because then they will find out, are you Protestant or Catholic? And if there's something they have fought about in Northern Ireland for like the past 400 years, Catholics and Protestants.
One of my substitute teachers had actually gone on a trip to Ireland during like the heat of the Troubles, and he was just there on a vacation, just whatever, and he was telling this story because he's a substitute teacher, so they're not teaching us anything, but they're keeping us entertained.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was there, and he's like riding on the bus or some form of public transit, and a bunch of people get on, and they come up to him and they're like, "So Catholic or Protestant?" And he goes, "Well, I'm Canadian," and they're like, "Catholic or Protestant?"
Or Protestant, yeah.
And he was like, he refused to tell us what he answered, but he said he spent the rest of the evening going out for drinks with those guys. They were like, "Come drink with us." And he's like, "I am pretty sure that if I had answered the wrong way, I was going to be spending the rest of the evening looking for my teeth in the alley." So he had a bit of a rough moment, but
it's like asking, what's your favorite player in this Glasgow
also you got to
team?
change the flags up.
There's there's a lot of fighting going on, and people say, "You don't know what this is like in the Europe. Have you heard of Northern Ireland? Have you heard of Spain? We have done nothing but fight for the last 1,000 years."
Now Northern Ireland's a bit of a success story, which is
after a while,
it's not like but it's better. I want to go see Ireland. I want to go see. I need to win like a Powerball so I can just take like a year and just go traveling to various places and talk to people who
the jackpot now on the Euro lottery is about $50 million. So I put 2 lot tickets in. So I have one in a nothing chance, which is better than not.
Every so often I buy a Powerball ticket, but there's the chances are 0. But
somebody wins.
Somebody wins, and the other thing is, if you win the Powerball as a Canadian, you really piss off some tax guy.
Yeah.
Because you're not American, so you don't have to pay American taxes, and in Canada, you don't have to pay taxes on lottery winnings.
Yeah.
So
same in Sweden. You don't pay taxes on luck.
Now you do have to pay taxes if it becomes your job.
Yes.
So, like if I go to Vegas and win 20,000 in like at the poker table, I don't have to pay taxes on that because I'm not a professional. But if I become a professional gambler, then I have to pay taxes on it. So so long as it's like an occasional thing, you don't have to pay taxes. But if you are a professional gambler, you can deduct your losses.
Yeah, but then again, playing on horses in Sweden also deemed as luck. But then again, playing on horses, I mean, there's a reason why people buy receipts outside of the horse racing establishment, because money laundering. Where did you get all of that money from? Here's my ticket.
I know that there are organized crime people who will buy winning tickets.
Yeah.
And so sometimes there are moments where people are like at the horse race, they're like, yes. And then somebody comes up and is like, hey. How much did you win? Oh, you won $10,000. How would you like 12?
Yeah.
Here's $12,000. We'll take your ticket. We'll go cash it. And now they've got clean money, which, you know, if a place is sensible, they're watching for that sort of thing. There's all sorts of anti-money laundering stuff. But I mean, my favorite money laundering fail was one in Vancouver. So one of the ways people launder money is bars. And the way you do that is you buy like really cheap, shitty beer, the Scheisse beer, which is like 50 cents a glass. You sell it at like $10 a glass. And then you just say, okay, we sold, 5,000 glasses of that. And then you pour money into the till. So you're basically buying the beer from yourself. The problem with this is that if you get audited, you need to show that you actually went through the beer.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, we sold 5,000 glasses, and they're like, you never bought 5,000 glasses worth of beer, you're in shit. You're gonna go down. So, but then you buy the beer and you actually have a problem because 5,000 glasses is way more than I can drink, way more than you can drink. It's a lot of beer you got to get rid of. But they bought this pub to use for, disposal. And the problem is that the backroom sink was partially clogged.
Oh, no.
So they had some low-level guy whose job it was to like take 3 kegs of beer a night and run them into the sink. But it took him all night because the sink was backing up and it would fill up and then he's got to wait for it to go down and whatever else. Now, if they'd hired a plumber, this story just ends here. But instead, this guy was like, well, I need to get rid of this stuff faster. So he started dragging the things out to the storm drain because he was there until like 3, 4 a.m. every day. And he didn't want to be. He wanted to go home. He wanted to so he started dragging it out to the storm drain in the alley and just running it into the storm drain. Well, sure enough, the homeless started to notice that there's this bar that is just pouring out booze. And so they had homeless guys coming up being like, hey, man, can I have a beer? And he's like, no, go away. Until eventually they were like, hey, man, I got like $2. Can I have a beer? And he's like, yes, you can. And started collecting money on the side for these beers. So then the police start to notice that suddenly there's a whole lot of like completely sauced homeless guys.
Oh, no.
Because like, they're like, how come the homeless population are so drunk all of a sudden? And so they have a cop go and pose as a homeless guy and figure out where they're getting the booze, and comes up and sees this guy running the stuff into the drain. And, so they're like, all right, now we know the booze is going into the drain. Now the audit is coming back as you didn't buy enough booze to both be selling it to the people and running it down the drain. So the place gets pinched for money laundering. And the guy who was running it down running it into the drain has never been found.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Vanished. Oh, poor guy.
I am pretty sure that the organized crime group that was running that was doing the money laundering just kind of figured, well, this guy might turn witness, but either way, he's a massive fuck up and gone without a trace. So, I mean,
It's like the
Maybe he went to
2016
another
episode
country or something.
It's like the 2016 episode of, if it was Discovery Channel or anything, who told people about laundromats. And all of a sudden, laundromats were really expensive to buy. Who knew? A cash-only business with coins.
The other one that was interesting was porn theaters.
Yeah.
So Vancouver, again, that's where I grew up. That's why I know some of the Vancouver stories. Vancouver used to have a ton of porn theaters, and a bunch of them were run by like organized crime. And the way it would work is basically almost nobody goes to the porn theaters, but they would have multiple entrances so that you could get through multiple ways and like all sorts of. But what they'd do is they'd tear off a strip of tickets at the end of the night, throw it in the garbage, and then pour some money in the till. And it's like, we made $8,000, this night.
Yay!
The problem is that in order to actually land something, you have to have people confirming, because the porn theater has no inputs. You don't use soap. You don't use, whatever. All you do is you buy one tape and you keep rolling the tape. So what they do is they'd have to put somebody in the porn theater. And the thing is if you went to that porn theater like more than once or twice, you would get a full background check by the mob. They would figure out who you were, and they would like go into your life and figure out everything. And the problem is that the undercovers, they'd figure out that they had a backstory, but it only went back like 2 years. And after that, they just don't exist. And then, this is the fun part. They would go to the media and they would leak, your tax dollars are paying for officers to watch porn. And that story would come out every like 1 or 2 years. And at the time it was like, why do the cops keep doing this? And the answer was they were actually trying to bust organized crime.
Yeah.
But they they were getting outplayed. Now what ended that was the internet. Because it no longer was plausible that they were doing $8,000 in business at a porn theater for stuff people could just download. So the internet killed that particular hustle.
Yeah, internet killed a lot. Now, we are almost 3 hours in, and it is 2 a.m. where I am. My youngest nephew is turning 2 tomorrow, and I have to be up and sober. So I'm going to close down.
I mean, technically, you just have to be up, but
yeah, I have to be up. I mean, it's my not next door neighbor, but 2 houses away, which is half a mile.
Nobody who knows you expects you to be sober.
Hey, I do law. But folks.
Oh, and hey, good to see you, Steve Gosney.
Yeah, Steve Gosney. Yay. Steve Gosney said, I need to talk to him about his silver. Oh, have you seen Steve Gosney's silver suit?
I haven't really. I saw a little bit, but
yeah. I have to look more. I have all the documents and everything. Been postponing it because I'm waiting for more information. But it's really, really interesting. Let's just say that. But folks, thank you to Ian, thank you to Mo, thank you to Sean and Dali. Judge Ghoul is retiring. Now her daughter is seeking her position. Although she, one of her cases, paid out $100,000 to the defendant. And she had to switch the DA's office. Let's see here. What more did we talk about? It was, Aaron Spencer, the judge, got yeeted and is now retiring together with the prosecutor, also retiring. And Laura Owens. We have all the information now. And I'm going to go through it tomorrow after nephew's birthday party. folks, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who sponsored this Slightly Bust Friday Law Show. We will be back next Friday with, well, we'll see. We will
And
see.
Laura, I'm not sure if I'm doing a live. I'm still kind of tapped out. But also I did an interview earlier today that I have to edit. I'm hoping to throw it live tomorrow. So I suppose I can say who it was with, because now it's done and I'm not, jinxing anything. I did an interview with the team from the Uvalde case, like Adrian Gonzalez's team. So it was a great conversation. I really, I really liked it. Hopefully I'm not fanboying too much in it, because they were such an amazing team.
That team is amazingly good.
I mean, the one of the things I really liked about that team, aside from the fact that they were just like 150% on the ball at every single moment, but was the way that they were very compassionate and very gentle with some of the witnesses who needed that. It's really commendable, because they could have gone in hard on some of those witnesses and it would have been a mistake, but they still did a really excellent cross. Like Ms. Flores there.
Yeah.
Where they're like, so you were wrong about this, right? And we understand it's stressful. It's, and she's like, yeah, I was. It's like they got what they needed, but they did it in a way where, like, Ms. Flores isn't going to be walking out of there going, fuck those guys, I hate them. She's going to walk out of there and she's going to be like, well, they were really nice.
Yeah.
And
yeah, and it will be and I'm going to look more into the school board of trustees.
Oh,
because out of the 7 people who were on the board in 2022, 4 resigned shortly after.
Interesting.
And there's a civil suit going on. Now they are suing the school district of Uvalde for, I believe it is 17 billion, which
that's many dollars.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But the school board, even if they didn't know, it's their obligation to know that somebody in their name handed out magnets to disable the locks. Let's just say that. So I do believe that out of all the civil suits, they're also suing Call of Duty, which probably won't go anywhere. But the civil suit against the school, it has legs. Folks, thank you so much. Thank you, Ian. Always great to have you here. And I will see you all tomorrow when I'm going to go through the Laura Owens case. And everybody else, thank you so much. I will see you all in the next stream or video. Bye-bye.